right now.
Oof. 20-3. So it looks like the Packers are gonna win.
Probably.
You know what I miss from Taco Bell? You like Taco Bell or no?
Talk about solid.
Yeah, I like you remember the Choco Taco, the ice cream one they used to sell?
Yes.
Dude, I miss that shit. That was really good.
I miss what was it? I mean they brought it back kinda, but like wasn't it the 90s like didn't they bring
Yeah, the
bring it
90s
back?
menu they just popped off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Miss the XXL burrito.
Yes.
The
Yes.
XXL burrito was dope. They got to bring a bunch of shit back. Taco Bell be slacking, man. I like the fries. Now that we got Cyclops back, I hope they bring the Taco Bell fries in the X-Men part of the movie. That would be fucking funny, dude. That'd be fucking funny. What is up? Welcome back. It is Sunday night. You're here with the Average Boy podcast at a normal time today. Usually we're at this time, last couple of weeks, we've been all over the place. Well, I have, because my life's been kind of hectic with being sick most of the shit. But last week I had a wrestling event, which I've kind of come to terms with the idea that when we have a wrestling show going on, I'll probably do the earlier show. I think that really worked out really, really well. And then maybe we'll just throw it down earlier anyways, just in case you want to, I don't know, Derpy wants to go to a strip club, or I want to go to church or whatever. Derpy doesn't go to church. He just goes to a strip club, right? Derpy, your
right.
church of stripping. But what's up, brother? How you doing, Derpy?
I'm doing great, man. How are you?
Good. I feel a lot better. So I'm kind of on the bottom half of this whole flu stuff that was going around real crazy. So but yeah, I feel pretty solid now, man. And yeah, it is what it is. And shout outs to everybody that's part of the Answers crew. Count me in. Shout outs to the Answers guys. I know you guys are out there watching some of the football games that are going on. So shout outs to you guys. I know you guys are all about your football. Today, me and Derpy, usually on Sunday, we come in and we talk about like nerd news that's been going on, and nothing too crazy other than the fact that we got some Marvel and some DC stuff. We're going to talk about it in a little bit, but yo, let us know in the comment section where you guys are at, where you guys are messaging from, and where you guys are watching from. I really appreciate all of you for jumping in and let us know if there's anything you guys want us to talk about. Yeah, we're probably going to have an influx of a lot of people. So Derpy, tell me what's going on. What's everybody watching right now, man? What's everybody going crazy for?
Honestly, I haven't been watching anything, dude.
Well, what about, I know you said there's a football game going on right now.
Oh yeah, right now the Packers and Bears are playing.
Yeah. What are we looking at? But we're looking at a devastation, right?
Well, actually, they took away the touchdown. It's actually still 14-3. Now it's fourth down.
What the heck?
Yeah, I know.
How did they take away the touchdown?
I don't know. But also, the Rams beat the Panthers. I wanted the Panthers to win, but the Rams scored a touchdown with 35 seconds left. So,
damn.
Yeah.
Wait, so who won then?
Rams did the first game. Yeah.
So what are your derpalicious predictions on who's running it this year in the Super Bowl, man, or the playoffs?
It's hard to tell, Chris, because I mean you're not much of a
I'm not a football guy, man.
Yeah, football guy, so it's hard to tell, dude.
Yeah.
Because like it's been all over this, you don't know who's gonna win, really.
Really?
Really, dude. Like it's been all over the place this year.
Crazy.
But
crazy.
it was the regular season. There's a difference in the playoffs, though. But you don't really know who's gonna win this year at all.
Dope. So that means it's a good year then. It's got to be an
Yes.
exciting year then, if that's the case,
Yes.
right?
Yes. Like every game has been like the game of the year, and it's
That's
ridiculous.
what I like to hear, man. I like to hear like,
Let's
like to
go,
hear that.
RB.
Yo, what's up? I started watching Stranger Things off of your suggestion. I got like 3 episodes left in season 2. And how
Let's
you liking
go.
it, dude? Yo, how
Let's
you
go.
liking it? Like, are you kind of digging it? Does it give you the vibes of like the old school like Goonie TV shows, or does it have like a supernatural feel, or what do you feel, man? What do you feel? Talking about Stranger Things and all that stuff. I feel that we got a pretty good solid show overall. I don't want to ruin anything, so that way RB can go and check it out and them get like the whole vibe of the whole show. But like
looking like TV Trailer Park Boys.
yeah, I saw that earlier. I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna argue with that. Yeah, I'm gonna be the kid with the fucking glasses. Fucking the homie with the glasses and shit. With Stranger Things, I feel like it was a pretty solid series through and through. Like, yeah, it had some ups and downs. I think some stuff at the end was kind of like weird payoffs. I think the Will episode is like the weirdest one, right? So,
Yeah.
I don't think it kind of worked out the way that they intended it to. Again, we don't want to ruin anything, but
Right.
but it really didn't factor into anything towards the end. They did have some kind of like talking points about it the last episode, but it didn't really like. It wasn't as big as they kind of made it in that episode, right?
Yeah.
Like that weird talking episode with Will, like they made it seem like it was something super huge, and then last episode they fucked it up. You're gonna say something?
Touchdown Packers finally. I'm 4th down.
Oh, dude. Oh man. So what do you think? Is Packers gonna take it?
I think they are.
That's because they had the other touchdown flipped, right? Like
right.
And then they just scored again, so they're up again.
Yeah, it's 20. They're going for 21 now. Yeah.
Oh no, dude. Pittsburgh's gonna. I don't know, man. I don't know, baby. I don't know. Yeah. RB says I'm 44. Me too, brother. Same boat. 1981, baby. So it reminds me of my childhood. I like the show a lot. There are some things I don't like, but most of the things are. Yeah, it's pretty fucking solid. It's me and Derp were talking about this on the when we were discussing the season finale, and again, we don't want to ruin anything for you, so that way you get the show. But like, it's so good to have a show like this because it's like a masterclass in storytelling again. I think we've all been like, since the coronavirus, deprived of like excellent storytelling. I think Yellowstone was pretty good. Again, there's been a couple of shows on it. Oh, dude, Welcome to Derry again. Awesome. Top-notch writing, dude. That is like the best anything Stephen King has ever released, like in the sense of like a show and in production and putting, his thoughts and ideals into a show. Welcome to Derry is probably like the best thing that's out there. So, as us, sci-fi and fantasy and non-fictional nerds are doing, or fictional nerds are, we're eating pretty fucking good right now. RB says, I'm going to finish tonight, season 2. Right now I'm finishing up some honey watermelon moonshine.
Ooh.
Damn, that sounds fucking good. Honey watermelon moonshine? Wait, do you mean you're making it, or you're finishing it off? Let us know. That sounds delicious. Then I'm going to shower and maybe get like 2 or 3 episodes in the season. Excellent, dude. Excellent work. You're making some good time too. Speaking of watching seasons and stuff like that, you're making it, dude. Oh my God, that sounds amazing. Honey watermelon moonshine. Let me ask you, RB, though, like moonshine, is it better like kind of like room temperature or like ice cold in your opinion? I mean, making it is so dope, dude. Derpy, you ever had moonshine before?
No, sir.
Oh my goodness. Do you drink, Derpy?
I do sometimes.
What do you like to drink? What's your poison?
I'm light, so I don't drink heavy. So, but
ice cold.
Just a beer.
What's your go-to beer? Like, you a Guinness guy? You're a Miller Lite guy? Or a Bud Light guy? Like,
no.
What are you? Busch. Like a desert water, or like one of those like seltzers, or?
I like Busch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. And you're not like a liquor kind of guy?
No.
You look like a liquor guy. You look like you take your pants off like in 2 or 3 shots, bro. And you're just just running through the town completely naked. And you're like Simpsons. Is Zima for Derpy with a fucking Jolly Rancher, bro? With a Jolly Rancher, Zima. Do you remember Zimas? Derpy, you remember those? They were like weird, tasteless. Like they just tasted so nasty. Like wine coolers that were like it was.
Oh,
it
that's
was
so terrible.
Yeah, it was so bad, bro. It was like the Pepsi Clear version of wine coolers. It was fucking weird, like weird tasting. But man, we used to like take Jolly Ranchers and we would just stuff them in there, dude, and like leave them overnight so they could kind of like ferment, I guess, just to get
Yeah.
some kind of flavor out of them, dude. The original Smirnoff Ice, yeah, kind of, yeah. I guess you could say they were kind of like that, but they were just nasty, dude. Zimas are gross. Zimas are gross. What's your liquor flavor though, Derps? What do you do for liquor, man?
I
Like if
don't
you're gonna
know.
take a shot, what are you doing as a shot?
As a shot,
Yeah.
I don't know, honestly.
You never had one?
I mean, I've had one, but like, I guess whiskey.
Oh, whiskey's good. Like
Yeah.
the Jack, like a Jack and Coke or something like that.
Yeah, Jack and Coke. Yeah.
Yeah, Jack and Coke's pretty good, man. That's snazzy. I am a Red Bull and Jaeger kind of guy. I like Jaeger bombs like crazy. It's like my favorite.
Smirnoff
go-to.
Ice is pretty good too.
Like Smirnoff Ice?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Nice, dude. Nice. Maybe one day we're gonna have a drunk derpy episode.
We'll watch a bad movie.
Yeah, watch a fucking horrible movie, man. Speaking of horrible movies, in good ways, I decided to sit down and watch the old Street Fighter movie.
Oh God.
Cool. Oh my God, dude. Raul Julia as M. Bison is Shakespearean, man, for no reason needed. The guy that played Adams, the main Adams guy, his name was Raul Julia, the villain of Street Fighter, M. Bison.
Yeah.
Every time he spoke, it was like Hamlet. Like he was just like screaming his lines as if he was on a theater show. It was so wild, dude. It was so good.
That sounds fire.
Yeah, it was fucking funny, man. I was laughing my ass off the whole night. Arby says I can make moonshine in literally almost any flavor, derp. I have a Nashville hot chicken moonshine. That sounds so gross, dude.
That does sound gross, but
that sounds so nasty.
Weird.
What would be a fucking cool fucking moonshine flavor? What about what if it like a cucumber mint? Like would a mint flavor be good in moonshine? Because I know that shit has like a strong alcohol like aftertaste, right?
I just wanted to bring up something on a screen before.
Bring it up, Derpy. Just bring it up. If you want to go kiss boys, Derpy.
No.
Oh yeah, don't talk about that. I swear, don't be.
I just wanted to bring this up. This is coming up in a couple of days.
Whoa, I see it. What, did I pop it up on stage?
Yeah.
Whoa, here we go.
Popcorn Day. If anyone's interested in Popcorn Day, the movie theaters, that's what's available.
Don't forget your $27 ticket, though.
You're right. You're right. You're right. But still, look. You get a free large popcorn on the Marcus theaters. If you go to Cinemark, you pay $5. You get a big bucket. Wait,
no, you bring your own bucket for $5.
No. You only pay $5 and they fill it for $5. Anything you bring, that's like bucket size of the amount. Basically, I saw someone bring a drawer.
John Outfits is like, yo, not gonna lie, that shit's kind of lame. Popcorn Day, fuck out of here. No, but hear me out, Johns. Hear me out. Bring your own bucket, Cinemark for $5. Go to Walmart.
That's what I mean. As long as they're like amount, like the size amount, like you know what I mean, like the size amount or like the weight amount.
Mm-hmm.
If it qualifies for that, you are good to go.
Yo, Johns, hear me out.
And it's only $5.
Go to Walmart and you buy an Oasis jug, like the 5-gallon jug,
right?
That you fucking put the 5 gallons water machine in or whatever.
Right.
cut the fucking top off
Feel that
and hold it, bro, like with the handle and be like, yo,
give me that
give
popcorn.
me what I fucking deserve, and throw the $5, like crumble it up and throw the $5 at their face. But like, what do you get for a movie? Like
you just go the original amount, but
like you're not gonna sit there.
$5,
go watch Avatar,
$5, but $5 to bring for any is still a better deal than paying $15.
Go get. All you do is fucking get one of those 3-gallon, 5-gallon water jugs full of popcorn. Throw the $5, get the fucking Avatar movie ticket, eat a little bit, and then when you're full, because you're not gonna finish that,
right?
Dump that shit on the person who's sitting in front of you.
And dip.
And dip. Just fucking like just fire that bitch out in front of the crowd, drown everybody in that, and just run. Or fire it and look back like they threw it at you too. Arby says, I took an 18-gallon gas container to 7-Eleven on Slushy Day. They were not happy. You had to have them make a whole fucking 4 batches of slushy just in case.
But
that's
at
wild,
AMC
bro.
theaters, you can get unlimited refills, any size, and then free. If you go to Regal, which I doubt anyone goes to Regal anymore.
Nobody goes to that place.
Yeah, but you get a free popcorn for movie-themed costumes, and also you get to dress up as a movie-themed costume, and then you get a free popcorn.
Oh my god!
But you get a chance to get like Regal Unlimited.
Save the movie theater, bro.
But you get a chance to get Regal Unlimited, so.
Nobody goes to Regal. I don't even know what that means, bro. What the fuck is a Regal theater?
Yeah, nobody goes to Regal anymore.
I bet you the seats smell like ass, bro.
Right.
I bet you the seats smell like ass and vomit, dude.
But I just thought that was something to bring up because it's popcorn day and
yeah. And you know what? I kind of heard about that a couple of weeks ago. Someone had made that post, and then the next day they were like, they made a video about being sad that their movie theater was closing down. And I was like, bro, like, well, you get free popcorn. Like,
you get free popcorn.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like, I'm still kind of like on the fence about
I'm interested in this one movie coming out soon.
Which one?
It's with Chris Pratt, though.
Pratt.
The Mercy one with the AI shit.
Oh, yeah. That's
that looks sweet, dude.
Isn't it kind of like Minority Report, though?
Yeah, kind of.
Tom Cruise movie, right?
Yeah.
That's what I was kind of getting the vibes off of. It was like they have a computer that already can kind of justify
your judge
who's done a crime or something, right?
Yeah.
And then it just so happens he's gonna kill his wife.
Right. But it looks interesting to me though.
It looks cool. I mean, I like Chris Pratt.
Right.
The man can do no wrong. I've seen all his weird Amazon movies too, like Amazon Prime movies of him fighting aliens, and I kind of find myself rewatching The Tomorrow War. I don't know if you got to see that one with Chris Pratt. It's where they get chosen from the past to go into the future and fight a war.
That sounds dope.
It's pretty cool. And they're fighting like fucking like aliens. They kind of remind me of that Tomorrow Never Dies from Tom Cruise or whatever.
Yeah.
Live, Die, Repeat. Like those kind of aliens with like the zippy shit. Like, and it just has Chris Pratt in it. And it's pretty dope. If you haven't seen it, it's pretty good. It's very much like an Extraction kind of vibe. So,
2 more things before we get started, though.
What?
2 more things before we get started. Sorry.
All right. Tell me. You like wearing high heels?
No. I just wanted to say, rest in peace to our local, like one of our local movie theaters. It was like the cheap movies, like
the dollar movie place died.
Yeah, in our area.
Dude, like, okay, so that kind of breaks my heart, bro. Like that in drive-ins.
That was like the last one we had in our area too.
I feel like those in drive-ins are so good, dude. Like
it was maybe like $5 for a ticket, dude.
Bro, like those still had it, man. That breaks my heart.
The last
movie theaters I like, dude.
The last movie I saw there was the one with Mark Wahlberg that he was like on that plane.
Where he's transporting the guy or whatever.
Yeah, the girl and all that.
Yeah. That
was actually pretty decent.
And he's not even like the pilot. He's like a terrorist or an assassin or some shit.
Right. It was all right. I thought.
I like that. I like that actress, dude. I remember her from another movie, but I just couldn't remember like what movie. And I was kind of like, oh, whatever happened to that girl? And then boom, she just showed up in that movie as like a fucking federal agent transporting a dude, and Marky Wahlberg was there.
Yeah. I'll try to figure out the
Yay,
movie.
Arby, that's dope, dude. I'm lucky I have 4 drive-ins. I love drive-ins, bro. Like,
Flight
I
Risk.
still feel
Flight Risk, Chris.
Flight Risk. That's the name of the movie.
That was
That's
that
right.
was pretty good though. It was actually
Yeah, that's
pretty
a
good.
solid movie. I like that movie.
That was the last movie I saw there though.
I still feel like the experience of a drive-in is an experience more than
We still have a
spending-
drive-in though.
I love drive-ins. I think drive-ins are still like to this day like a really great experience. Take like 5 of your friends, take a little barbecue pit, you know, fucking do some cooking outside. It's like camping and watching a movie.
Right.
Who doesn't want to fucking do that?
Last year was actually their 75th anniversary for ours.
That's so cool, man.
Right.
I think
And
saving
then-
those in like the dollar theaters are so good.
Right.
And I don't think like dollar theaters are good just because it's $1 or whatever. I just feel like yeah, like sometimes you want to be able to watch like a movie that's barely making it out on DVD.
Right.
Like I miss renting movies.
Yeah,
I miss
miss
the vibe of going to like a
Family Video.
Blockbuster or a Hollywood Video
I
and
miss
renting a
Family
movie.
Video.
There's something about it that I just miss that vibe where that
I
used
miss
to be the weekend.
Interactions. I miss interactions, honestly.
RP, dude, come on. He's like, I finger banged a chick for my first time at a drive-in.
Nice.
Yeah, bang bang. He's the
Nice.
fucking Yu Yu Hakusho finger bang, boom, spirit detective, dude. That's so fucking funny. But like it to me, it's a bigger experience than the idea of like, I don't know, like
I can tell you
like
one thing
the
about
Five
drive-ins,
Nights at
though.
Freddy's movie right now.
Yeah.
It's about to probably be out on fucking
DVD or-
Laserdisc or whatever,
Peacock.
right? Like,
Peacock or something.
and you know, if there's a dollar movie still around, like there's still a possibility of going to just go check it out.
Right.
Yeah, you can
There
still
is
go
that.
watch it in the theater if you missed it. Like if you missed the experience, I guess, of watching it
Right.
on the big screen, it's still there. But that's like those local independent film shows. Like we have 2 of them,
Right.
2 theaters that will sometimes play like the Army of Darkness or like the Lord of the Rings movies, and it not be associated with any big national movie organization like Cinemark or whatever. It's like an independently owned
Right.
legacy theater that was supposed to close down a long time ago, right?
Right.
But they have like concerts and wrestling events. They have all this shit there anyways, but sometimes they'll just show movies just to fuck around on a projector. I think deep down inside, all of us have that desire to want to throw down a projector and watch movies like outside up against the wall of our house or in somewhere that's not comfortably in our home. And I think it's very important to be able to have that. So it sucks when those kind of things are dead. Arby says malls and movie theaters died because of their own success. They got greedy. Fuck yeah, dude. 1,000,000%.
The one thing I will say about drive-ins, dude,
Mhm.
they have far better food than freaking regular movie
Right?
theaters.
I mean, dude, yeah. Like most of the time, and that's because
Like-
most of them are like BYOF or what, like bring
Dude,
your own
I got
food.
like loaded fries and a root beer
Yeah,
Coke
dude,
and a
like the
root beer Coke.
nachos and the hot dogs, and like
Yeah,
sometimes they'll be like, "Yo, we got burgers too. Like, don't fuck around. Like,
elephant
you got a
ears, dude.
pizza. We got pizza. Like,
Fried Oreos, fried veggies.
yeah, man, I love drive-ins. Dude, they're so cool.
It's just so darn expensive, more than the movie theater. But
But Arby
more
makes a good
enjoyable.
point. Like, he says they got greedy, and I think we made that point in a couple weeks
Yeah.
ago when we had the show with Brian, and I was
I
like,
would agree.
like movie theaters, you can pay the same price to go to like a day at SeaWorld
Right.
with your daughter or kid,
Right, Arby.
and it's crazy, man. Yeah, they make all the money off concession.
And
They
lastly,
don't have to pay out crazy.
before we get started,
hmm
a specific movie celebrating its 20th anniversary this year that I just saw next week. Actually, can you guess what it is, Chris?
20 years.
Yep, it's an animated
Movie?
movie. It's an animated movie, but it's a top tier one.
Iron Giant.
I said 20 years, dude.
Oh, not 50. I'm sorry. I love the Iron Giant though. The Iron Giant.
Iron Giant is top tier though.
Mhm.
2006. Think 2006.
I don't know. Is it like Lilo and Stitch? I know you like Lilo and Stitch and shit. Beavis and Butthead to America. That was like fucking 90 years, bro. Team America. Team America.
Madagascar.
Which one?
Madagascar. The first one.
You like them
That's
big and
just-
chunky or what?
No, the first one, dude. The first
Oh
one.
my man. Madagascar is a good movie. So it's 20 years already.
Yep.
Oh God, dude, fucking
Yep.
shoot me already, dude. God take me. Choose another bitch
And
already.
here's
Like,
another one that's crazy too. Though I mean, it's a Disney Channel movie, but me and my sister watched it back in the day. But High School Musical, the first one celebrating its 20th anniversary too, dude.
oh yeah, dude. Look at Zac Efron. The guy looks like he's 80 years old already, man.
Right.
Yeah, Zac Efron fucking looks weathered and shit. After his accident, I feel bad for that kid, but after his accident, he almost broke his jaw. Like,
Yeah.
he looks like a whole other human being, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He could
So,
have been a good Nightwing at one point.
oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that would and all those kids from High School Musical were they weren't bad actors, dude. I even enjoyed High School Musical. I thought it was pretty good for that generation. So,
Yeah.
were you out
But-
there dancing and fucking and doing shit or what, Derpy?
A long
Don't lie
time
to me,
ago.
bro. Don't lie to me.
Long
I
time
know you
ago.
were.
Long time ago.
You were wearing the shirt and all that other stuff, dude.
And then they had to go mess it up with the stupid reboot series.
This stuff isn't old. I remember the first ever movie at the theaters. It was 5. What do you mean it was 5? That was the name of the movie, 5? Or it was 5? I remember. What was the first movie I ever saw in theater?
First movie I saw at theater was technically I think it was Revenge of the Sith.
Man, that's a pretty good movie, man. Shit. I don't know if I want to beat that. I was gonna say fucking Fern Gully. But
Yeah, I think the first movie I saw
Fern.
at theater was
Fern Gully, maybe Fern Gully would have been like the first movie I remember.
yeah.
Maybe. But then again, I saw the original Batman in theaters there in Edinburgh.
Golden.
Batman. Tim Burton, 1989. That was before that. Then I saw what was it? Groundhog's Day. 1993, still before. And then I saw Ghostbusters there. Maybe Ghostbusters would have been close to my first movie there. 1984, because I was born in 1981. So. Oh, dude, you're talking about American Tail. Damn, Fievel, yeah. But that was there. Oh man, Fievel Goes West. I remember seeing that movie. American Tail, 1986. Yeah, so you're about roughly around there. That was the first movie. And then, damn, I love that movie. Fievel Goes America. Yeah, 1981. Damn, dude, that's awesome, bro. What about?
Oh my goodness, Cars is celebrating its 20th anniversary too.
Damn, Cars? Holy fuck.
X-Men: The Last Stand, Casino Royale,
Oh, hey, that's crazy, dude.
Prestige.
Yo, that's completely nuts to me. I can't even fathom the idea that an American Tail, 50 Goes West, or the American Tail movie was in 1984. That's fucking crazy.
Oh
Did you
my!
ever get to see those movies?
V for Vendetta
I love that movie.
is celebrating its 20th anniversary.
I despise, we can start talking about nerd stuff with this because that's a really great segue.
All
I
right.
despise that Debbie Does Dallas. Come on, bro.
Uh-huh.
I fucking despise the fact that there's a company right now that wants to remake V for Vendetta into a series.
I do too.
I think they're gonna fuck it way up, dude.
I'll make it. What's it called? The word.
Like the wokeisms and all this other
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, you already feel it. They're gonna fuck it way up. They're gonna try to change the narrative of the story to fit the
Modern
current
times.
dynamics of politics of like
Yep.
orange, like the Trump guy bad and everything is that they do is what the V
Voodoo.
for, and it's so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
It's completely opposite of what the fucking guy that created it was pushing on his agenda. But that is what it is, man. But yeah. Speaking of all this cool stuff that we've been covering, this entire has 100% RB has no fucking, and that's the beauty of the Stranger Things situation that we were talking about earlier, right? Stranger Things has the Duffer Brothers have had the opportunity to create a series that has so many layers that it's good. George, what is it
Onions
like,
have
dude?
layers. onions are like ogres'
10 out of
layers.
10. 10 out of 10. Yeah, like for
Ogres
what
have
it's
layers.
worth, Stranger Things really brought in a good dynamic of writing and creativity back to what we've been starved with.
Right.
So like for what it's worth, when the season finale came out a couple of days ago,
Right.
I was one of the people. I was pretty fulfilled on it. Derpy, were you pretty fulfilled with the season finale of Stranger Things?
No, I was
Did you,
mad. No,
did you kind of feel like there was still like stuff left over, or did you feel like they gave us a definitive story?
They gave it a finish. They did what they could.
Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. The reason why I ask and the reason why we bring it up is because there was a talking point that happened. I forgot the name of it. Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
It was safe.
It was a good, safe ending. Was it a crash landing? No, it was just
safe.
It was enough.
Right.
It was enough. I think they kind of they didn't have enough time to
time.
Yeah, they didn't have enough time to really fulfill all the different endings that they had written out too deep. They kind of caught themselves out with like very little runway left over. But yeah, a good way to put it that it was safe. But the reason why we bring it up is because of the Conformity Gate episode. I don't know if you guys heard about this, but
so
there was a large group of Stranger Things fans that weren't, I guess, happy or fulfilled with the ending and believed that January 7th, we were supposed to get a secret hidden episode called the Conformity Gate. And did you hear about this Conformity Gate episode?
No, but I'm gonna do this.
You're looking it up or what? Or you're trying to find some fucking running up that hill music or whatever?
No.
Running up that hill, running up that hill.
Run up that hill.
Harvey says, I always wanted to see someone write a movie and just purposely fuck the ending up. Like, say Rocky and just Rocky gets KO'd in the first. Dude, that's fucking wild. I always fucking, that's so funny to put up, man. Like, to write an episode where you're gonna have like, where it just goes against the fucking norm of what you're comfortable with, right? Jesus says the ending was pretty shitty. Should have ended after the battle. Like, are you talking about the battle in the Upside Down? And they shouldn't have went off with the idea of them explaining like the like them 2 years later? Is that what you mean? Sent you a message. All right, I'm gonna go check it. Let me go check what Georgie sent me real quick. Were you sending Facebook? You probably sent it Facebook. What do you think? Yeah, okay, yeah. That's kind of what I was talking about, the conformity, right? There was a idea that on the 7th,
there was an idea.
There was an idea that the Duffer Brothers were going to release a hidden episodes, which there's no way, because anytime you make film or anything like that, you have to have your entire slate of episodes. So it's going to show on IMDb or whatever all the way to the final episode. So even if there was a hidden episode, it would still show in some way. But that Vecna kind of won. Vecna had won the story and captured everybody, and all the stuff at the end was like a big fake ending. Like, did you hear? Because when there's a scene where like he sees what's her face or whatnot, the screen goes black, you hear the heartbeat, and apparently like in the background,
at the beat of the drum,
you can hear the sound of the grandfather clock, like in a lower tone. And then there was this scene, then it adds to the scene where they're at the graduation and the speaker creates that sound where he kind of like freaks balls or whatever when he hears it.
Here you go, Chris. Bring it up.
You do the Stranger Things or what? Yeah, George, I've heard about it. It's kind of interesting, and you know what? It's like what Jesus is saying. Like Jesus, Jesus for his reason feels
Hold on.
like the ending was not fulfilling enough. That they should have ended after the battle, and that the rest of it was kind of like a filler, right? That's the way. It's the easiest way to do it. Is that the ending of the episode where it goes 2 years in the future is a big filler, other than the fact that Mike is still feeling unease and for some reason. So like it's almost like he did merge the worlds and you're getting like the Quantum Mania ending where Kang kind of does alter the world a little bit. But yeah, a lot of it does point to like Vecna. But I just for what it's worth, it just ended like the way a Goonies movie would end, where the main character that has like the war games power, that's like the aficionado of like the person that has like the ultimate living
Okay.
success, was the person that needed to kind of like sacrifice themselves and just be off for the world to be a normal place. That's very Goonies of them, and no one dies. That's very Goonies of them. Even in I mean, fuck, man, we grew up watching the Explorers in Flight of the Navigators, and the three kids in the Explorers never get sucked into space driving a fucking carnival ride that's like glued together with nails and shit. Like we never assumed these kids were gonna get killed in space, but we just we lived through it, and they lived and fell in love or whatever with aliens because 80s adventure movies. It's just what it was. It's just the way they get worked up. But I wasn't a big believer. Oh, here we go. Running up that hill.
Running up that hill.
Damn, dude. Are you looking for the fucking live or what? Yeah.
No.
You can look at the live performance or what?
Yeah. No.
Jesus. But yeah, for what it's worth, the movie ended, or the TV show ended kind of slightly open ended, but pretty solid. I wasn't upset with it, but I wasn't again fulfilled. But yeah, I felt like a lot of filler stuff, but they didn't know what else to do with it. We ended up getting that nice episode at the end where all the kids are doing the Dungeons and Dragons stuff and all that stuff. So that was pretty good. But yeah, there was apparently an episode that all these people got really crazy about that they thought we were gonna get, and we ended up not. And some people were upset, but yeah, that's the only aliens that are hiding right now from ice, bro. That's fucking wild. That's fucking wild, dude. But yeah, he ain't lying. He is not lying. But yeah, so what do you guys think, man? Do you think we deserved what would have happened if we did get like a hidden episode, Derpy? What do you think?
I think everyone would have lost their minds.
We've got a hidden episode.
Yeah.
What would they have done? What would
I don't know what they would have done, dude.
Yeah, you know what? Like I'll ask that. Like Jesus, like in the comments. What do you think that they could have done if they had a conformity gate episode? What would have been cool if they would have ended it that way? Like, just give us like a cliff note. That's a good question. I heard a rumor that one of the writers was a wife of one of the Duffer brothers. She left in the last seasons, so it wasn't as good as the rest of the other seasons. Oh, maybe. I mean, that's a good point. Like maybe they did lose some of the writers. I wonder if it was during any of like the writer strikes that they ended up suffering a little bit or whatnot. But yeah, I just think they bit off more they could chew. They put in too many plots and layers to the onion that they weren't going to be able to fulfill all the different things. Because one of the biggest things that I was kind of upset with, Derp, was Susie. Like, why didn't they ever use Susie again? Dustin's girlfriend.
Yeah.
You remember the never ending story?
Yeah, I remember.
I thought her and her weird little family played like a really great like part, and I thought they were still going to be a part of the show in some way, and they didn't even use them, and I was kind of disappointed with that. Same thing with the cool guy from Russia. Yeah, remember the guy with the plane?
Right.
You remember that guy or no?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, like what about him? Like he came to America also. So why didn't they use him again?
I don't know. I do not know.
And I kind of feel like they underused the chick from Terminator 2 in the last season.
Right.
Like she did just get some interesting talking points, but then for them to kind of do what they did at the end, like there's really not much going on with it.
Right.
I heard a rumor that one of the writers, yeah, that makes sense. Like, bro, that's all it was. Vecna's had one. Vecna's had, like, he made all that shit up in his mental asylum, and everyone of the characters was either locked in with him or adults and doctors. Oh, okay. So you kind of feel like it should have ended as in all of the people and all of the characters were all kind of like mentally made up, like as these extra characters in their world. And we were just living like a dream
I think we're
vicariously
alone
in
now.
Vecna's head. Is that what you mean? That's interesting.
Let me see if I can find it. Hold on.
Interesting. But we didn't get the episode. People were upset, and yeah, I'm not a person that believes that Elle's alive still. I think she's dead. But every person I've talked to is like, I believe.
I believed.
You believe too. I know you believe. But
I
yeah,
believe in horniness.
we didn't get a secret episode. Stop it, Amityville. Nobody believes. I don't believe in shit. I don't believe in shit. But yeah, we didn't get a secret episode, so sorry guys. I believe the only thing they released was like bloopers and behind the scenes. I know that I also heard that there was like a lot of
I was trying to get the picture, but I'll just send the meme.
This thing takes forever to load. What thing, bro? Like that the podcast? Are you talking about our podcast? No way, dude. That sucks. Maybe we're getting a little bit of lag. I apologize, dude. But
There.
I think we ended up getting some like behind the scenes of some bloopers episodes. So if you guys do go check it out, it'd be pretty cool.
Look at the meme.
The meme.
Yeah.
Gang, Black Magic, gang.
What's up, Black Magic?
So it's not so much the belief, but she does get out of her. Nah, bro. Like
I sent
I don't
them
want
on
her to get out
Instagram.
of. No, she dies, bro. She dies. Let her.
I'll pull it up.
Bro, fucking Vecna versus Pennywise. If Pennywise wins 20% out of 10 of the times, dude, like 20%, like a million times, dude.
Here we go.
Oh yeah. It's because that's the way the StreamYard works, bro. I apologize, but yeah. We get it a little bit later, so I apologize. Let's see it. So yeah, so you thought there was a secret episode of Stranger Things, didn't you? Yeah, the meme. That's funny, dude. That's so funny. Yeah, we were gonna get that up. I remember you were talking about that too, the Captain America thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, straight like yeah, the Duffer Brothers gave us some good writing, man, and whatever it is they decided to hit the landing that way, that's on them. And we'll eventually get some like I don't think this is the end of the series though, bro.
No.
I think we'll eventually
they're
get
supposed to do
some
an
type
animated
of,
series.
yeah, I think we're gonna get some kind of return to it and get some answers answered like in some like side
You're right.
content, but this is what we got for the main thing.
Yeah.
They would be in Alien versus Predator. Captain America pisses on his own balls, dude. Gotcha, man. That's crazy. In the end, the kids stopped getting along. Like in Stranger Things, that would be funny. Again, like, you know, my thing was like I was just talking about this yesterday. Vecna's about to get shoved onto that spike or whatever, like when they're fighting, or like the big finale is like going on, and Vecna's about to lose in some way, and then all of a sudden he goes, "Will's gay," and then everyone's like, "What?" And then the fight stops, and everyone just like hates Will after that, and then Vecna wins. That's his fucking like that was his fucking whole like a card in the haste. That was his ammo in the chamber. Like that was it. That would be so fucking funny, dude. Will's gay. And then, oh, what the fuck? Like, oh, they all go against Will. And then, you know, everybody's on Vecna's side. That would be so fucking funny. Yeah. Versus, Alien versus Predator, Vecna versus Pennywise. I really think fucking Pennywise would wipe the fucking socks off of Vecna because he has fear of his shit.
Let me see if I can find it. There's one more.
It'll take an hour for him to say he doesn't like girls. Nah, he just starts crying and everyone just starts pointing at him and making fun of him. And then Vecna jumps in and points his long ass finger at him and is laughing at him too. Yeah, Pennywise will mollywop fucking Vecna, dude. Mollywop his ass. It would be disgusting, dude. It would be disgusting, but yeah, that'd be funny. That'd be fucking wild, man. Oh man, you can't put Pennywise in anybody. Pennywise is a fucking menace, dude. You can't put Pennywise in any versus mode. He's a menace. Maybe versus Pinhead, maybe. Mollywop, yeah, dude. He mollywop his ass, dude. You gotta fucking, you go pants his ass is dirty, dude.
Here, I got another one.
They should do a remake of Alien versus Predator, but they hopped Don Fry. They hopped Don Fry up on TRT and said about there against Ice Ages. Don Fry with his voice right now, he'd be like, "Hey everybody, what's up? Yeah, be a man and just start fucking up people, man." Like, dude, he's crazy, bro. Don Fry's a man. I love that dude. They would hop him up on TRT, dude. It's fucking funny. Him and Mark Kerr, dude. Him and Mark Kerr. Mollywop. Yeah. But yeah, conformity gate or whatever we weren't gonna get. There's some bloopers and some other shit. You guys go check it out. Stranger Things ended pretty well. I think me and Derpy talked about this like last week, actually. But welcome to Derpy. Welcome to Derpy. Welcome to Derry. Yeah, Welcome to Derry was I think a better series. Welcome to Derpy would be wild, dude. He'd just be slapping fucking kids all week. Derpy just in the middle of town. I'm gonna call Derpy the smashing machine. Call him the slapping machine. But yeah.
The slapping machine.
All right, Derpy, on to the next part. Do you hear they're making the frogs gay?
No,
not the frogs gay. No, actually.
No, not the frogs.
The Blade movie got canceled from Marvel.
Oh, darn.
Oh, darn. Even though he came out in the whole fucking weird Marvel zombies, aliens bullshit as darn. Moon Knight, they canceled the fucking film.
Wait, Chris. I got some.
But good thing is they're going right for Midnight Suns. Aren't you excited for that, Derpy?
Kinda.
Derpy, what's the Midnight Suns about?
It's based off a video game. There you go.
No, it's not, dude. What the fuck?
It's
a storyline series. God damn it, Derpy. Don't do this to me, Derpy. Don't prove me right, Derpy. Don't do that to me, man.
Some Marvel crap. No,
yeah, exactly. Derpy. There's no reason for them to try to initiate fucking Midnight Suns right now. Like, yes, I know people played the video game.
Chris, sorry.
But nobody fucking read the comic books, dude.
This is a Stranger Things meme. Sorry, I have to pull it up.
What?
There's a couple of Stranger Things memes I have to pull up. I'm sorry.
Don't do this to me. You're gonna make me fucking shit myself, dude. Okay, here we go. Here's another one. Someone said Mind Flayer was just a metaphor for Will's fear of vagina. It's a fucking derp, dude. Derp. You're killing me, Smalls.
I'm sorry.
Derp, we're talking about Marvel now. Oh, here's another one. Oh, derp. 547 absences, 0.5 of GPA, no scholarships, straight Fs. This bitch graduated though. All of them graduated. Mind you, I was fucking talking to my brother about this. They had like the highest kill death ratio on all the military, and none of them spent time in jail, dude. Like Hopper and Nancy killed like together like 40 fucking soldiers, and none of them spent jail time.
Here's one, but it's like kind of like you see spoiling the Stranger Things video clips, but it's less than 30 seconds.
No kid left behind.
We're having a telekinetic battle of men. Give it. Fucking sand.
Oh yeah, the sand. That was so stupid. Jesus Christ, dude.
And then the crying. Pretty much the finale.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, I'm good.
My goodness, dude. Jesus Christ, dude.
I'm sorry, I had to breathe this out. Okay, we're going.
Yo, but like nobody, like with the GPA shit and that shit going and all of them graduating and all that other shit, like they killed a bunch of like soldiers.
Right, and they got
like at the end when all that shit happens, like the soldiers are like, "Oh shucks, we fucking missed it."
You're right.
All right, everybody, pack it up. Let's go home.
Pack it up. Let's go home.
Yeah. And be like, oh, you pesky Scooby-Doo kids, you foiled our plans. And nobody gets arrested. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Right. And the fact that it's been 18 months too, which is wild.
And Vince asks a good fucking question, right? Since there's no new Blade movie, why don't we can they still do, or can they do an old man Blade movie?
No.
There is no technically any old man Blade. Like, there's no story dedicated to that.
Technically, there is.
Ryan Reynolds, since the Deadpool movie, has been fighting for Wesley Snipes to get his like Flowers movie, like a send-off movie. Since, I mean, Wesley Snipes literally saved the Marvel universe, like the Marvel comics / film industry. If it wasn't for him and the Blade movies, they would have failed a long time ago. So like, he does deserve a lot of this coolness. Like, he deserves his flowers. And I think Ryan Reynolds did a fantastic job. I think Ryan Reynolds did a fantastic job of reinvigorating the Blade story back into Marvel. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Blade's going to come out in Doomsday, which it would be stupid if they didn't put him in, because he's such a fucking draw for more, to bring in more money and stuff. Black Magic says, you know, they have Blade video game coming out. Yeah, the Blade video game is coming out. Blade is racist. What? That has
what?
I need an explanation of that.
What's the line from Deadpool and Wolverine? He said, "There's only one Blade."
Yeah, there's only one Blade. Yeah, there's only one Blade.
There's only gonna be one. There's something.
And he's racist.
Oh no.
And he's racist. Oh no, we can't have that one Blade and he's racist. We need a multiverse where he's not.
We got to send him to DC like James Gunn.
Yeah, I got to know. What do you mean Blade is racist? Like,
we got to send him to DC, like fire him and send him to.
No, and that's because you know what I heard too is they were gonna make it to where like they weren't like, I mean, technically it's not making Blade gay, but they were gonna use that whole entire thing. Oh, my bad. Did I just say it was racist? No, he's not racist. I don't mean that.
No, he said he's coming up Doomsday.
Yeah, he's going to be coming in Doomsday. Yeah, I thought he said he's racist. Oh no, that was Black Magic said he's racist.
I mean, should I bring up this? So we're going to go into switch.
They were going to do like the whole like
Should I switch to plot leaks if we go to after this, because we're speaking Doomsday?
Yeah. But they were gonna do a whole like that Blade has multiple partners and he has like dudes that he's banged and has been in relationships with. So he's not technically gay, but it's because he's a vampire and they just get tired of banging the same chicks. So they gotta bang dudes because he's a vampire.
No, that's just Morbius.
Yeah, that's just like weird Greek god shit or whatever. But like they were gonna do that shit, and it's like I have to ask, like, if you guys think that that's whack or that's like a normal thing for a Blade character. Oh, Black Magic says, thinking about the movie, that movie was racist as fuck, but a black man killing all the white vampires. I just heard that creator made it that way purposely. Fuck, I never even thought of that.
That's valid, Macman. That's valid. Oh my goodness, thinking about it now.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't even remember him killing black people that were vampires in that movie. Were there? Oh, well, maybe. He did kill the black vampire kid in the first movie that he fights, right, that knows karate, that just starts fucking kicking his ass when they're in like the Codex area.
Oh, I love
that. But it was like a 13-year-old kid vampire, like
the mom.
So he's just killing kids. The mom, yeah, but that's his mom though. Like that's like the only other black person in the film is related to this dude. Like, you know what I mean? That's pretty fucking racist. Damn, that's good. But like, but you know what? It goes across the board. Like, how many times do you ever see like Blade in the comic books as a black man killing other black vampires?
Right.
Damn, that's crazy. I mean, thinking about it, when do you ever see black vampires? I mean, the new Interview with a Vampire, Dracula 2000, Blade, like just in any format of like media. When do you ever see, what is that, Blackula, the old school movie Blackula?
Morbid Time.
Stuck in the wrong vein. That's nasty, dude. Oh, Jesus. Serious question. Why can't they make new LGBT characters and whatnot instead of messing the lore? You want to know why, RB?
No,
I'm going to be
because-
completely honest.
Because they like doing it.
Because that takes hard work. It takes hard work and creativity to create a character that people are going to like.
Exactly.
And why mess with all that when you can just have Iceman be gay?
Exactly.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
But
that
boom,
was-
let's just make Alfred right.
yeah. Oh,
Couple years-
Batman, Alfred. Yeah, gay. That dude's
couple years
super
ago,
gay,
that's
bro. Like,
yeah, but that's just
why
what
he even
happened
takes
years
care
ago.
of Batman because he's like, "Ooh, rub this young man's back."
Boom.
Yeah,
Boom,
Captain
let's
America
just make-
gay.
Let's just make Superman's son.
Yeah.
Boom. There we go.
Superman's gay. Superman's son. Oh, not gay. He's bi. Just in case we fuck up, we can make him straight again. But for now, gay as fuck. Sticking dudes. Iceman is super gay, bro. Like even his name is gay. Like, nah, dude, you didn't know that, Black Magic? Like Iceman is like the X-Men dude. Like he was
He's
all
a Captain
cool.
Man. Oh my goodness.
He was
He's
cool for a
definitely-
minute and doing ice shit and doing stuff. And then all of a sudden in the comic books, he was like,
Wait.
I'm gay. I don't like gay boys no more. I like or what? I don't like girls no more. I like boys. And then he became like
The biggest.
the ultimate version of himself because he was acceptable.
Black Magic. How was Captain
No, it
America?
was
doing?
was it Rogue? Yeah. Well, no, Kitty Pryde.
How
No,
was
Rogue. I don't know. I don't remember.
Chris, how is you said Captain America is gay? How is he gay? Because the fact that he went all across the universe, like back in time to go and freaking ruin the
Get some
timeline.
plus. To get some
To ruin
plus.
Exactly.
Yeah,
How is
well,
he-
it's because let me see. He's right. Gay Captain America. Boom.
Dang.
Yeah. Look. We got this. I got you, bros.
Way to
I got
ruin my night,
I
man.
got you, boys.
Good job, Chris.
I'm here for you. There he is.
No, my eyes.
There he is.
No,
Yeah.
my eyes are bleeding.
He's here, bro. He's right there.
My eyes. are
That's
not
gay
bleeding.
Captain America. He didn't have any powers though. He's just gay. But he's gay with a purpose or something. So this dude
That's
ends
so
up
Photo up his butt.
going to he ends up being like a casual dude that goes to like protests and stuff, but then he like dons his own outfit to be Captain America.
So
And then Captain America shows up and he's like, "Good job, soldier," or whatever. And that's it. Like, yeah, it's really weird. That was like a moment where they were having like, because they even did like, do you
was
guys
it like
remember that
2020
whole
or something,
series?
dude? Was
Huh?
it like 2020 or 2021, something like that?
Yeah, it wasn't too long ago.
Like it had to be 20 because that was the era when Marvel and freaking DC were just like crap in the bed, honestly.
Mhm. Because there was this too, and this spawned a whole ass conversation. I don't know if you guys were
Wait,
into
let's
this.
get off the topic though. Let's get off the topic because we don't want to.
Nah, it's good, dude. We need to talk about this.
We don't want to get canceled.
There ended up being a dude that was like Native American Captain America. And
I
then
did
people
see
were
that.
like, you
And there
remember this,
was,
right?
Yeah, and it was a whole controversy.
And then everyone freaked the fuck out, and they were like, "But that is Captain America because he was there first and all this other stuff." And I was like,
yeah,
"Guys, please stop, man! Like we're gonna
Right.
destroy our whole community, man." This was on the back burner of like the Spider-Man switch, the Thor name switch, Captain Wilson, what is his name? Getting the shield and becoming the new Captain America. There was so much of this where like
But now-
Marvel just couldn't get shit right, and there was even they didn't know what to do with Miles, dude, and they were making Miles Morales like Wolverine. So look at that shit.
get out, Vince.
I'm not even fucking. They couldn't figure him out. They were like, "What do we do, bro?" Like
There's no way
nobody
he
likes this dude. Like we don't know where to put him. And then they made him Thor. Like that's Miles. That's Miles Morales, Spider-Man.
That's crazy.
And they just kept giving him different costumes. Cause yes, people liked him a little bit after Spider-Verse or whatever the fuck, but they did not know what to do with his fucking character in the comic books. Because Peter Parker was still alive. Because Peter Parker was still alive.
You hear me? It sounds like the DC 70 era. But they don't
Or
know what to
the
do.
New 52. Remember when they did the
Oh,
New
the new
52? Nobody
yeah,
liked
the
it.
new 50 yeah.
Everyone fucking hated the New 52.
The,
Man.
the only storyline that everyone liked from the New 52 was the Court of Owls with Batman. That's about it.
Yeah. What's up? JG Vega? What's up, Vega? What's up, my
But
dude?
since we're on Marvel, I might as well get into the
Yeah. Because you don't like
My-
talking about Blade
No.
being gay.
no.
Wait, and I was gonna say, so everybody that's out there, like, I know there's gonna be a lot of people that are excited to hear that they're making a Midnight Suns movie, but don't do that to yourself
Don't.
because no one read the comic books and no one is. If
Exactly.
you ever have an issue with understanding and someone's like, "Oh no, it's gonna be dope," just ask that person and don't let them get on Google like what the Midnight Suns is
Soups?
about.
You mean Soups?
Yeah, you gotta stop them, bro. Like, don't let them fucking bamboozle your ass. Just because Marvel says they're gonna do the new Eternals or whatever the fuck, don't be excited for it because it might just suck huevos, dude. It might just suck the crap out of something. So
All right.
just be prepared. Like, it's a little bit
All right.
weird. But onwards to the next one. Marvel is a leaky faucet. So
Hold on. If anyone wants to stay, because I don't know if these rumors are true or
real
not.
quick. You talk to him.
I don't know if these leaks are true or not. So if anyone wants to stay for this, it doesn't want to get spoiled for Doomsday. You can leave or you can stay. It don't matter. It's up to you guys. But take these leaks with the grain of salt. But from what I've heard, they're about 70% true. So take it with the grain of salt. But you are more than welcome to stay, or if you don't want to get spoiled, you can leave. Whatever you feel like. Yeah. Some have, some haven't. It's about 50-50, but it's nice. It's content. It's content at the moment, so why not, right? Nice P. Oh my, Bears turned it over on 4th down. All right. Yeah, they freaking fumbled it right at the goal line, dude. Turned it over. That's crazy. Caleb Williams is a bum. Oh, they threw it away? Interception? It was interception? Oh, wow. I thought they fumbled it. We'll wait till Chris gets back, but... Oh, he lobbed it? Oh, gotcha.
All right, I'm back. I'm back.
Caleb
I don't want to pee myself. I'm sorry. What did I miss?
I didn't say anything, but I warned everyone if they want to stay or not.
Ooh. Are we getting into this? Gang. Vegas here. Gang, baby.
I can read them to you if you want to hear it.
All right. So.
And I also heard there's... can't confirm, but according to these leaks, it sounds about right for the runtime.
Let's just say confirmed. Fuck them.
What
does it hurt if we say that this is real?
Right, but I've heard
so tired of all these fucking assholes like just leaking random shit, dude.
I heard the runtime is 3 hours and 45 minutes.
Great, they need it because they're gonna need a lot of time to explain all the bullshit they've done in the last 5 years.
Right.
Can you imagine all the fucking storytelling they gotta kind of like bamboozle us with, like where none of this shit's set up.
Right.
Like Derpy, like just on the real, right?
Right.
How much of Doomsday is set up throughout any of the movies? Like, can you explain to me?
All right.
Here like Doom's thing.
All right. Here
we go. Mad at me, Derpy. Don't get fucking.
I'm gonna get mad. I'm gonna get mad at you.
I'm gonna chill the fuck out, man.
No, I wouldn't fight you. You have training. I wouldn't fight you.
Nah, I'm a pussy, bro. I don't even know.
All right,
I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing.
I'm gonna read this. According to the leak, the origin of multiversal collapse isn't Kang, it's Steve Rogers.
What a dick. All for pussy, dude. What a good job. Good job, Captain. Good job.
Good job, Cap. When Steve went back in time at the end of Endgame, he chose to stay there and unknowingly triggered a chain of incursions across realities. That explains one of the reasons. That explains one of the things, Chris.
Good job, Steve. You fucking asshole.
Every altered timeline began crashing into others, and one of the biggest victims. Can you guess, Chris? One of the biggest victims is.
The dog from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yep, 100%. No.
Fucking.
One of the
Miley
biggest
Cyrus.
victims is Victor Von Doom, the version of Doctor Doom played by Robert Downey Jr. He comes from a 31st century timeline where he ruled the Latveria, right?
Latveria.
As a monarch, he was married to Sue Von Doom. He had two
I mean,
children.
why the fuck not, right?
Right, he had two children, Franklin and Valeria. He already discovered the multiverse, but the incursions caused indirectly by Steve Rogers wiped out his entire universe and his family, his kingdom, his reality. Basically, it's not your average villain. He's a grieving god, basically, is what it says.
Sounds like your average villain. Sounds like it.
Probably.
I mean, how is he a grieving god if he's just a dude? Yeah, you see, Black Magic he ain't even having it, bro. He's like, that sounds corny as fuck. It sounds corny as fuck.
That's what a lot of insiders have said. This is probably what it is.
I hope it is, because I want it to fail, dude. Like, I want it to fail. Can it just fail miserably?
Supposedly the opening scene is from Tobey Maguire's point of view, his Spider-Verse. Basically, he loses his world in the opening scene of the movie.
Toby?
Yeah, Toby's world.
Perfect. I hated that world.
As the sky tears apart, reality collapses, a portal opens at the final second, and Toby goes into it, basically.
How?
No,
How does the portal open up?
I don't know. Maybe Doctor Strange?
Maybe.
Heroic music, no victory, just loss.
Not Toby. Oh no.
Doom's master manipulation begins. Doom slaughters the Council of Kangs.
Thank God.
Enters
I don't know
the
what they were gonna
MCU.
do with that shit anyways. Remember that? That was such a goofy ass
Yeah.
scene.
Enters the MCU, uses the fact that he looks like Tony Stark to manipulate heroes. Revives. Hold on, let me see. The stupid thing keeps uploading it. Revives
Wanda. Oh my God.
Uses Franklin.
Wait, when did they get Franklin?
Remember at the end of Fantastic Four?
Yeah, but when did he get Franklin? That's just him visiting his See, that's the shit that was really confusing. What's up, Elizabeth? What's up, Liz? Like, that's the shit that's super confusing. Like you were saying, the Doom that we're gonna get is from the 31st century.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
That's not the Doom from Fantastic Four. That's just a Doom on the same time. The 31st century is like Kang in the future. But the Doom from the Fantastic Four, they're not from the 31st century.
Yeah.
They're from their century, our timeline, at the same moment, which is why they just go through the timeline and bamboozle. Boom, they just jump right in, but not from the 31st century. So when they say that Doom is coming from the 31st century, another Doom, that Doom that's at the ending of Fantastic Four, was not married to Sue Storm. And then not only that, you said he had his own Franklin and his own Valeria. So what would he need their Franklin anyways? Why don't you just go to the multiverse to steal all the fucking Franklins? Huh?
No, both of them died.
Oh, in his timeline, right?
Yeah, all of them.
But that's the thing. Like, so you're saying that the Doom that's in the ending of the Fantastic Four,
yes,
is the Doom from the 31st century that lost his kids?
Yes.
So they didn't know who that Doom was, and he's not the godfather of that kid.
Yes.
That's weird as fuck, dude. Don't you think you feel that's kind of weird?
That is weird, but it's Marvel. Who knows?
Yeah, that's a good point. I like that. You're like, well, fuck Marvel, man.
And then he promises Wanda her children on Battleworld.
And he's like, look, I got mine. I get you yours. Even though she failed miserably on her own, right?
All right. Fox Earth Deception. Only 3 Earths remain. Earth 616, which is the MCU. Earth 828. And Earth The Fox universe. 10.
Who's
10.
Dylan O'Brien? Who's that dude?
Dylan O'Brien. I wish he was Nightwing.
Who is that? Dylan O'Brien actor?
He played the.
Oh,
kid
I
in
like
Percy
this
Jackson.
kid.
He played Percy Jackson, I believe.
Yeah, the Maze Runner kid.
Yeah, the Maze Runner. I mean,
Yeah. What? Who's he coming in as?
I don't know, but I wish he played freaking.
Nightwing would be dope, dude.
Yeah,
Like
you're
an
right,
older
Adrian.
version, right? The older version of Dick
Yeah.
Grayson. Yeah,
Yeah.
he looks good, dude. That's dope. P. Morton says at 3 hours and 45 minutes, it's gonna fail. This generation has the attention span of a fruit fly.
You're
That's
right.
not our fault. That's like the 1 minute rule of like everything on the internet keeps us like that.
But
But like at 3 hours and 45 minutes, I don't think that's enough time for them to make all this make sense.
Doom then sends Doombots to attack the X Mansion,
Which are
is-
going to be like the Sentinels, right? They're not even
right,
Sentinels.
what we
They're
saw in the
Doombots.
trailer. What we saw in the trailer, basically.
Yeah. But they're not even Sentinels then. They're just Doombots.
Right.
Lame.
Frames the MCU as the aggressor. Promises Magneto a mutant nation
Krakoa.
Krakoa on Battleworld.
Yeah. But it's not even that. It's Planet M. Like
Yeah.
Krakoa's fine.
Gains the trust of Professor X at the end of going out of that universe. This leads to X-Men versus Avengers. Sentry versus Professor X. Professor X wins. Doom stealing Cerebro.
Can't
And
use
then-
it because he doesn't have any fucking powers
Right.
for it. I don't know why he's
Franklin,
gonna steal it.
Franklin teleporting him away.
And Franklin is a little bitch, dude. A little villain. They need to just shoot this kid in the head. Goddamn. Should have just fed his ass to Galactus. Jesus Christ. What's up, Relic? What's up, ladies?
Doom versus the TVA, the Multiverse Avengers. Doom tracks Loki to the end of time. While Loki leaves the TVA to speak with Steve, Doom invades the TVA, massacres everyone, destroying the organization entirely.
Doom destroys whose organization?
TVA.
Oh, that's not very hard. It's just a bunch of dudes that fucking. The multiverse is gay. The multiverse of gayness. Oh my god, that's great.
And then
I like Yeah, it's confusing as fuck by now, dude.
he then defeats the multiversal Avengers lineup, including Deadpool, Wolverine, Gambit, X-23, Toby and Andrew,
Not
Spider-Man,
Toby and Andrew.
McAvoy's Professor X, Fassbender's Magneto. All of them lose. Pretty much die. That's what they're coming.
Sounds perfect, dude. It's because I just don't know where they sit in the whole like. I forgot where I heard this the other day too, but they're gonna be like, "Yo, if you don't want to lose, I'm gonna make a whole new world, work for me." And then they turn into
Right.
generals, which makes sense because Doom does have generals in the comic books that take over different like continents or states that he runs in Battleworld, which is his own rendition of what the world should be or whatever, right?
Right.
Um.
This is the final page. I got one more page.
Oh, dude, fucking bring the noise, dude.
This is the page that has the final battle. Some of the most insane moments from the league, basically.
I'm excited,
Steve Rogers lifts Stormbreaker.
but he did that already.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like in Infinity War, he catches the bitch, and then Thor's like, "Yo,
Mordor.
give me that back."
That's what's it called? The other one.
No. There's a scene when they're fighting all the army, and Captain America catches Stormbreaker and goes, "No, here, you take the little one."
Oh,
And
that's right. You're right.
That's not even a fucking hard thing. Like, why is that even like? This is why I hate fans that write Reddit experiences or whatever. Like, they're gonna be like, "Oh, Ultron's gonna come back as a Nokia cell phone, and he's gonna be indestructible because he's a Nokia body, and they can't destroy a Nokia phone or whatever."
Doom absorbs the void from Sentry and kills him.
What? Why?
I don't know.
Why
That's
does
what
he
it says.
absorb the fucking? Why does he absorb his fucking? Well, I mean, didn't they just acknowledge that the void is just Sentry's trauma? Like that's not even like a.
I don't know.
Okay, so wait. We're gonna break this down because look, I saw that movie. I know what I'm talking about. I'm a professional. Oh yeah, look, I saw the Thunderbolts. Like I have the little, I have my keychain. That means I'm a professional. The whole movie is a movie based on someone who has trauma. In the comic book, the Void is like a celestial demon that wants to destroy the multiverse. But in the movie, like they never get into that. They're just like,
Yeah.
oh no, it's because his dad touched him or whatever the fuck, or bad, and he's just dealing with trauma as a drug. You remember that, right? Like
Yeah,
they
pretty
never
much.
really explained
Yeah.
that the Void is an actual like a demonic, like celestial, like a Pennywise entity that lives in him that wants to do bad. They literally made him where it's like, oh well, we can hug him to death, and then they just hug, and then he heals. So what does Doom absorb? His trauma?
I don't know. It just
All
says
right,
he
Doom, going out there doing the Lord's work, helping people with traumatic injuries or traumatic psychological problems. Good job, Doom.
Doom kills Professor X. I don't know which one. Probably the older one, Stewart.
Fuck him, dude. That's like by now Professor X's superpower is just dying in film, dude.
Right.
Like that's all he. I don't even know what he does in the comic books or in the movies anymore. Does he have powers, or does he just reel around in a wheelchair and get shot?
This
powers,
is where
right?
it gets crazy. I don't know if it's basically
My body's
Wanda-
ready, dude.
Wanda kills Jean Grey.
Okay, I mean that's I could see that.
Jean transfers the Phoenix Force to Wolverine. I don't know. That's what it says.
Why Wolverine, dude? Like I know that there is okay reference, right? Let's get into this because it's important, right? We need context.
And then Doom kills Thor in front of Loki. You know that one, Chris?
Yeah. I'm
You
just not
don't
gonna pay
believe
attention. Hopefully, I don't
Yeah.
pay attention and it goes away.
and
Because that's sounds
then the Cabal shows up.
what? What'd you say about my pants?
The Cabal.
Is that like a eunuch? Is that like a one ball person? Or what?
The multiversal team.
So there is a Phoenix Force Wolverine. Let's get that out in the open. There is a moment in history in the comic books where Wolverine right here in this panel does get the Phoenix Force, and he's a pretty solid ultimate being in the comic books.
Right.
But he is definitely not in Secret Wars.
Right.
Who is in Secret Wars though is
Jean Grey.
no Cyclops.
Cyclops.
Cyclops. He ends up getting the Phoenix Force during Secret Wars. Steps out of the life raft, right? I'll put Secret Wars, right? He ends up stepping out of the life raft to confront Doom, right? And everyone's like, yes, dude, like the Phoenix Force, God Doom, there's no way and then he fucking breaks Cyclops' neck and kills the Phoenix. Yeah, he just wipes him out. And the reason why they do that is to tell us, the reader and the audience, holy fuck, Doom is strong, and this is a bad situation for these dudes. Like, he just like bitch slapped the Phoenix Force out of Cyclops. And there's no way that these guys are gonna be in. And then Doctor Strange pushes everybody away and then teleports them out. And Doctor Doom's like, bro, why did you do that? And he's like, you're out of control, Doom. Someone's got to stop you. And then Doom kills Doctor Strange in Secret Wars. Like that is like, so like maybe if it is an aliens versus if it is an Avengers versus X-Men's part, Scarlet Witch does kill Jean Grey with the Phoenix Force.
Mm-hmm.
She then turns around and says Cyclops, like in the lake, like, I love you or whatever. And he's like, don't leave me or whatever. Like the other, you remember the X-Men movie?
Yeah. Yeah.
And she transfers the Phoenix Force to him. And then he gets in the life raft and boom, we have Cyclops with the Phoenix Force. And then when he lands in Secret Wars in the future movie and he gets out, he's like, I'm going to avenge my wife's death. And then Doom just fucking cracks his shit, dude. Right? Maybe. Doom's going to absorb his show.
Can I finish it?
It's dirty, the relic.
Can I finish?
Cyclops and don't forget that they bone. Yeah, Marvel is fucking hard on Cyclops so much, bro. Marvel actually doesn't know the crap they create, so I believe that if they think it's first time Cap's holding Stormbreaker, yeah, dude, they're tripping balls, dude. They're tripping balls. You know, they probably forgot that shit already. Doom absorbs a chode, probably. He can read minds. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. That's what Professor X does. He reads minds and then dies.
Can I finish?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Derpy. God, dude, don't get mad at me, dude. It's just good for context that we kind of have like we go back to see if it's an actual like
thing from the comics. Yeah,
because the can you imagine if they give Wolverine the fucking into the Phoenix Force? It's like, well, why though? Like,
right.
Okay, go ahead.
A multiversal villain team called the Cabal attacks remaining Earths.
Yeah.
This includes some very OP characters. Like, very OP characters. Number 1, Superior Iron Man.
Oof.
Yeah. Captain Hydra.
Captain Hydra.
Mysterio Hulk, and King Thanos.
So these are the original Cabal members in the comic. I'll put it here because this is from the comic, right?
Yeah, but they basically attack the remaining Earths.
Yeah, that's true.
Destroy them, everything.
So in this comic book, it is Namor in the black here in the front. This is after the beginning of Secret Wars when the Illuminati has to make a choice to destroy a planet full of 1 billion people.
Yeah.
And Namor's the one that does it, and everyone kind of like kicks him out. They exile him because he killed a bunch of people with like no remorse. So then he joins all of these guys. That's Maximus the Mad from the Inhumans.
And then I'm not finished.
Yeah. But this is the Cabal.
And then this kind of sets up Secret Wars and what we got in the leaked concepts. And then Doctor Strange betrays everyone with no options left. Doctor Strange switches sides, not out of evil, out of necessity. Doom wins. Screen cuts to black. That was Avengers Doomsday.
I like it.
No, you don't. You hate it.
No, I fucking hate it, dude. I hate it.
Well, it sounds like something they would make, though.
Long Bottom, you too, brother.
That's the sad part. It's something they would make.
It does sound something, and it goes back to what I think someone put earlier. It just sounds like them trying to be safe.
Right.
Like they're writing all these like low-hanging fruit action shits because again, like it puts into perspective like, okay, cool, like there's all these teams, but what about like Sam Wilson's Avengers team and Bucky's team of the Thunderbolts? Right. What happened to the Wakandans? They have their own thing going on.
Right.
What happened to the Guardians of the Galaxy with Monica Rambeau's situation? Like a lot of this stuff is kind of like what about Doctor Strange leaving the realm, going to Dormammu's realm with Clea, dealing with the incursions there? Like none of that's really explained. I know that the reason why it's making so much headroom is because people are trying to make all of these like weird assumptions on what they know that are going to happen because they like, oh, where the fuck did he go? Come back, Derpy. Derpy left. Let me see. Let me message him. There you are. There. I was about to text him. Good.
I just
Derpy, what happened? What the hell happened?
I just crashed or something.
Jesus Christ. Got me scared, bro. I thought you joined the Illuminati or whatever. Thought you joined the Cabal to go kill people, but
no.
Yeah, like it just sounds like it's them playing safe and then putting things out that they know, but like these leaks are so weird because they don't really give us any like structural tangibility. Like right now, you were like, what did we say? That they're gonna kill Thor.
Yeah.
But in Deadpool, yeah, Disney cut your feed. Disney's
they
bad
did.
because they were like,
They're
don't eat our
mad.
shit. He knows the story. Kill him. In the Deadpool movie, there's the scene where Thor is holding Deadpool.
Kevin Feige
And-
said execute Order 66.
X6 or 66. Doctor Strange can't be trusted. Never trust a rich man with superpowers. Dang, I like that.
Hey now, that's Batman. Come on now.
That's Batman. Hugh Jackman is the Revan Marble, hates Cyclops. Damn. And this is pissing me off so much. I might stream tonight. Fuck Marvel. Don't get mad, dude. Like, don't get mad, bro. Like, Relic.
Don't get mad, get glad.
Yeah, get glad, bro. Because again, if Marvel comes in and ruins this, like right now, they're in a position where like they keep bringing in like a bunch of like dumbass writers and dumbass directors, and they need to kind of like get back to the nitty gritty and give the fans what they deserve. Again, we always have these weird talking points where it's like, I get shit on because, fucking Derpy will tell you, I get shit on a lot because I'm a person that's stickler for like the source material. Like, I think these people need to be sticking closer to the comic book because the comic book has been there for years and some of it works and some of it doesn't. By like 2016, 2015, comic books started failing. And right now we're reaching that comic book history, but in live action. And none of those characters are working. Fucking Ironheart, the Miles Morales characters, the Jane Foster Thors, like nobody gave a two fucks about these characters in the comic books. But here we are getting them in live action, and these producers and directors are like, nah, we're going to put them out there so hard, you're going to love them. And it's not working. And that mentality needs to change. They need to start making content like you guys said. They need to start creating content and pushing it in the agenda of like, if they want to have like an LGBT character, quit taking legacy characters and making them gay, make your own, do the hard work, put the fucking road work in, and make characters that we can actually care for and fall in love with. It's just a very difficult situation. Right now, DC's not doing too bad with the Absolute series, right? In the KO series, not too bad.
Both are awesome, dude.
Yeah, man, they're doing good, dude. Doing way better than when they made Jonathan Kent buy or whatever the fuck, right?
Yeah.
Like just way better. So like them taking the time and putting out there what people want to read. Again, it doesn't always have to be like The Boys or Kick Ass where it's like hyper violent or hyper sexualized. It doesn't need to be that way. It just needs to be creative enough that we engage in conversation and thought process. That's it. Like that's all we need. So let me go back, read a little bit of the comments. So that way we can catch up, make sure everybody's involved. Relic says it. Oh, actually, Black Magic says Batman is a villain. That needs explanation. That needs real explanation. Maybe Absolute is a little bit more villainous, but we need to look at that. And Relic, makes a good point. It's already been ruined. True, 100%. I agree. Helmsworth is probably tired of cycling on and off of the juice. Nah, man, he's got all his own health promo and shit that he pushes on. And Black Magic said, never forget leg day looking ass. That's so fucking funny. The comic is the only reason that they want these movies made, but they think they're smarter than the original writers. 1 trillion fucking percent. 1 trillion percent. And Black Magic says, fix it or fuck it. We need new superheroes, all minorities. I think we need minorities, but in the concept of it too, like during history when it was like Marvel was only following the status quo of society. So all of the characters were coming out were of course like minority, like white. I mean, you look at any character during the time of comic books and all of them are like 6'4", 200 pounds of just fucking muscles. And most of them, yeah, like, white, complex, blue eyes, blonde hair, or whatever the fuck. You got some minorities, but like even nowadays, those minority characters are like, they're in a position of being taken advantage of. You look at the Falcon character. Anthony Mackie did such an amazing job on reinvigorating the love of this character in the movies that it reinvigorated people to care about Falcon again. And then they go off and they take the character and instead of giving him a purpose or calling him, Captain Falcon, which I still think would have been the dopest fucking cool F-Zero name or whatever, like fucking Smash Brothers, just call him Captain Falcon or something else. But like they decided to rename him into a Captain America name because they couldn't believe that Falcon could sell comic books, and it was a racist thing. And Falcon was an original black character and was reinvigorated, and then they went off and turned him into Captain America, and then he failed. Instead of fighting the Chitauri like Captain America does, or fighting Thanos, or fighting any of the supervillains, he was fighting the KKK and racism because nobody believed a black man was supposed to be Captain America, and they couldn't even give us that. They couldn't even give us like him doing like cosmic fighting. You would believe that a lot of people wouldn't care about black people or people of color or brown people. If there was fucking aliens and cosmic beings and stuff like that, we would then look at each other as, you know, human beings versus another alien race. Like, you would assume that it just being a black and white or a black and brown or a black and this or a black and white, or that would be like minuscule compared to us like being racist against other definite alien races. But I mean, I'm gonna have to digress off of that conversation because Derpy's playing fucking Roblox or something over there. Derpy, what are you doing?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Yes, I am.
I'm proudly playing Roblox in front of you.
He says, Relic, you mean you want to jump on the show? That'd be pretty cool, man. You let me know. I'll send Relic. You could totally jump on, man. Also, they didn't care about the race when written.
Honestly,
they focus on the story. Yeah.
How many categories we got left, Chris?
I think we got one. We literally got one, dude. Like, we're only talking Sebastian Stan being in DC as the Two-Face.
Oh, can we get that out? Because I mean, then you could probably get him in here if he wants to go on.
No. He said next time. We'll do it next time for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I mean, I want to give him the time to talk because I mean, he seems like he's pretty like knowledgeable about it. Says, dude, next time you guys talking comics like this, let me know. I got so much to say right now. I'm dying here, bro. That would be so cool. Like, that's literally what we do on Fridays. We talk comics. And
America, bro.
Us. Send me now. Send me now. We only got like shit, maybe less than like 45 minutes, bro.
Like I said, if we can hit this out. If we can get the DC talk out of the way, and then you can get him on here, and then I'll dip. And you can finish
let me see. Hey, can you send me your Instagram, or do you know his Instagram, Derp?
Yeah, it's the same thing as Last Relic.
Oh, let me see. Let me check.
Like I said, if we can get the DC thing out before you can send the link, then
yeah. But even with now, I can just send it too. So
yeah,
we'll jump into the next one. Relic, I'll send you the link right now if you want to jump on. But there we go, baby. So Derpy, you're gonna take the reins on this because you're my DC boy. You're my little DC boy. Yeah, DC gets his Two-Face. Sebastian Stan apparently has been eyed for a thing. Talk about it, brother.
There have been so many actors that have played this character. I'm actually interested in playing Two-Face because he's a great actor.
He's a good actor, dude.
The question is, what type of Two-Face will he bring? Will he bring in?
Yeah, I get you. I understand that question. That's a really good answer, bro. It's a really good question.
Because there's been so many versions that are kind of been out of character from what they showed in Batman the Animated Series, which is what I've always wanted was the Batman Animated Series 1.
Mm-hmm.
But this story, there's been so many other things that have connected to this film too, with Scarlett Johansson being added as well.
Added as well, right? I heard about that.
Yeah, she might be Glenda or Dent's wife, or what's her name? What's the girl's name from Mask of Phantasm?
Oh fuck,
Andrea.
Yeah.
That's what the also rumored too. She might be Andrea or something.
You think this might go all the way that deep? Mask of the Phantasm was no fucking around. That was a great animated series. And
then also I've heard that it might be like a little bit of a twist, like with those two. It might be also the Court of Owls too.
Do you think that might be too much though?
It probably is too much, but like knowing Matt Reeves, he'll find a way to fix it. You know what I mean? He'll find a way to make it work.
So like
screenwriters.
So in concept, do you think the DC universe still sticks with Matt Reeves?
I think that they're gonna try to figure out a way to get Pattinson to Batman, honest DC Batman.
You think they stick him? You think they stick him with the James Gunn universe?
Yeah, I think they're gonna try to figure out a way to do that.
But it's crazy, dude, because it seems like even in like the animated series and like what was it, Creature Commando, they really want like a
fantastical one. Not
big like
yeah.
yeah. I sent the
needs to
link
take a
already
break.
to your Instagram,
Yeah.
brother.
He's gonna put you on here in a minute. I'm
Yeah.
just finish this last segment and then he can hop you and I'm gonna dip. But overall, Sebastian Stan is a really good actor. He has range where he could probably do the animated version that I've always wanted on screen. The question, like, I don't know what this story is about, really. I mean, it's just all over the place. Now I heard that there's a rumor that Robin might be in it too.
I think if they so fuck again, going off of the concept
it's all over the place, dude.
because I was gonna say going with the concept of it being part of what James Gunn wants.
Right.
He wants,
and then I also heard that Batman may show up in Man of Tomorrow or Clayface. So I really don't know what's going on at the moment with Batman.
Well, they need to have something established that way with Batman already. Because they're already kind of making it seem like there is already an established Batman. It's not a year one. It's not an introduction of a character. This is a Superman that's been there for a while.
And then
all that other stuff. Hey, I'm gonna bring him in just to have him on conversation with us here.
No, I'm gonna go.
Yo, what's up, dude? Hey, what's up,
what
man?
Up?
Welcome.
I have so much to say. I'm gonna let you guys finish your DC.
Yeah. I was gonna say,
your mic is a little hot. Your mic is a little hot, dude.
Yeah, you want to kind of bring the mic, a little bit down. Let's see. A little bit more up.
A little bit more.
A little bit more up. Okay.
There we go. We're good. Yeah, it was a little hot when coming in though.
Yeah, it was coming in spiking, but
like it was loud.
Yeah, it was popping. Yeah, it was popping.
My bad.
Right now, what we're talking about is,
I've been watching. You keep going.
Yeah. So from what we're discussing is like, James Gunn, his concept is he wants to have this like Derpy said it really good, like a fantastical Batman, the animated series, the big bulky. We're talking about Alan Rickman. That's been like in the course of concept of like this kind of like hulking Henry Cavill-esque. He has to stand next to the guy that's Superman and kind of be a little bit bigger and a little bit more handsomer, because that's the whole Batman persona when it comes to like Batman versus Superman, where Batman came in as like this perfect being, but Batman being the ultimate human.
You mean Superman came in as perfect being?
Yeah. Because then Bruce Wayne is like the real Superman in concept. Like he's what the best of us could be, right? Where Superman was a Kryptonian and he just happened to be like chiseled perfection. But Batman was always a little bit taller and a little bit more built looking. But of course, like not Kryptonian and stuff like that.
So pretty much what they did with Ben Affleck.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
pretty much the same thing.
100 million%.
Like, and
so
the thing is, both of them see each other as that. Like Superman and Batman see each other as like the perfection of
the
human.
perfect. Yeah, the perfect.
And that's why they're like they become friends after being just like enemies to colleagues to coworkers to.
Yeah, to like not envy, but like they kind of like they're proud of each other. Like they're proud of who they are as people and stuff.
And they have compassion. They like see each other. Like look at him being an alien, and he went through all this, and then
so good.
Look at him losing his family, and he still chooses to be a hero. Like, yeah,
it's like a great respect between both characters. That's what creates that dynamic, right? But like I don't see that with a Robert Pattinson and that other guy, because Robert Pattinson looks skinny as fuck compared to the other.
Robert Pattinson, it would be maybe a good Robin. I don't know about Dick Grayson. He shouldn't be playing Batman.
I think he's a little bit too like scrawny, right? So like
the only reason
Rickman
I'm
or the other guy
excited for Batman 2 is because of the Penguin series, not even because of the first movie. That's the only reason I would want to watch Batman 2.
For like, are you talking about like the
Matt Reeves? Yeah.
See, and that's because like I want to see like a Mr. Freeze story of like the way he did the Penguin series was. Really
you didn't
good.
like Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze?
Oh, dude, he's the best, bro. With all the corny ass one-liners, the whole escape plan in that movie was go up and then come straight down. Like they didn't even have like an escape plan or whatever.
I hate when people talk during a movie.
Yeah. Well, Derpy was gonna bounce out.
What happened? Where's the sound?
Yeah. Huh?
What happened? I can't.
Oh, he's got to go do some stuff. So he was like, "Oh, can you hear me or no?
What's going on? I can't hear you.
What the heck? Let me see.
Like,
Let me see. Let me
Derpy
see.
got out, and I can't hear nothing.
Oh, I wonder if. Hold on. Hold on. I wonder if. Let me get Derpy back. Let me text Derpy. Hold on. Hold on.
Derp, come back. I don't know what the sound went.
Come back. Come back. So let's see. Let's see. Edit name and heading. Echo microphone. Echo cancellation. Hello. 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 Can you hear me? Hello. Hello. Hello.
I still can't. I don't like. Can you hear me? I can't hear you.
I can hear you. They can hear us both good in the.
Like, I can't hear Chris anymore.
Yeah. I wonder if it's. It's because. No. Derpy shares the feed. The feed.
I think it's because Derp shares the feed.
Maybe. Let me see. Jump out and jump back in. Let me see. The link. Let's see if
What's
I can.
going on?
Let's see if we can get this thing fixed. Let's see if we get this thing fixed. Jump out and jump back in.
How do I
with the link.
okay, wait. So I should jump out and then you just send it to me.
Yeah,
again?
try. Yeah. Link again. Hopefully this works. It should work because he's not connected through Derpy in this situation. We're directed directly to the StreamYard. But maybe when Derpy jumped out, it kind of messed up his audio. So we're just gonna have him jump back in and jump back out. And hopefully it fixes it. Hopefully it fixes that. Man, Relic, you got a good setup, man. I gotta tell you that when I see you again, bro. Get you back in right now. And we're gonna talk because we're gonna talk comic books. That's what it is. So that'll be a dope ending of the season. So, or a dope ending of the episode. Let's see. Here we go.
I can
Okay,
hear you.
here we
Yeah.
go. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Nah, you see, I just think it was when he jumped out, it probably messed up everything. But
Yeah. I didn't get what you were saying before.
yeah. So my concept or my thought on this was we were talking about Sebastian Stan, the Winter Soldier, being brought in as the new Two-Face concept. Cool. Like I'm cool with that. Scarlett Johansson coming in, but I didn't know they were going to continue to use Matt Reeves and Robert Patterson anymore. I thought they were like when I didn't think they were going to do the Outworld or the Vertigo shit anymore. That they were going to kind of be like, hey, we're doing our own Batman. Like we're going to get rid of Robert Patterson, but it's so weird that they kept him around.
The problem is that they already finished filming. Like Matt Reeves talked about it when they delayed it, because the issue was James Gunn didn't bank on the success of the Penguin show.
Of the Penguin series.
The Penguin series did so well that, and again, James Gunn, he thinks we're idiots. He literally canceled the Lois and Clark show because he didn't want the audience confused with his Superman.
Yeah.
It's like, are you kidding me? Like, we're not that stupid.
Yeah, that's been a thing for years. The Flash movie, the Flash series, they had the old school Lois and Clark film, Smallville, while they were still doing films. Like, it's just the way it's always been.
And it's so dumb that like he thinks that we can't grasp it. But I do get it on the movie side. But then again, it's because he was scared. And that's I think it's one of the reasons why he didn't delve into Batman at all. Like, it doesn't make sense that after your Superman movie, we're getting a Supergirl movie, even if she's a cameo at the end. Like, you gotta go for the big three: Wonder Woman,
the Trinity has to be
Batman,
done,
and Superman.
Yeah, it's because you have to establish the universe through all three of them.
Yeah, like, dude, I would love to. Like, I've always thought the perfect formula for comic books to film is you have a film and then you have a series, like a season in between films. But you could still go from the first film to the second film. And just the series is just for those who want to dive
like a
deeper.
filler. Like, it's kind of like the same way like in Star Wars, right? They make the film and then they release like these conceptualized book series of collections and things.
Yeah, and like the Clone Wars and
because they did the same thing when they did the Force Awakens, and then they established the idea that Kylo Ren destroyed the Jedi Academy, the new one, and then they started establishing who the Knights of Ren were. That there was a kid named not Star Killer, but like the Jedi Killer or something. There was like another kid that was named like in that group. And then we got what we got in the movies with all that. And it was like really like fucking low work. which
Well,
sucks.
even the scripts that were leaked or whatever of
Mhm.
what it was supposed to be were still garbage.
Yeah, it was still bad.
Like
nonetheless.
it's like here's my thing. We have watched so many garbage movies that too many of us, especially comic book fans,
Mhm.
because we've had garbage comics since I would say 2012. I
Yeah,
know you said 2016.
yeah,
Since
it was like
2012 for me,
2015,
it's yeah.
2014, right? Like
I
all
think that
new,
was
all
like the peak
different,
of
and
moron,
yeah.
like ridiculous. I don't know what words I could use. Derp
Oh, by
on
all
my
means, dude, just fucking
okay,
do whatever you want. Like I'm here.
like
I
we
don't
got
like. I like no
okay,
bullshit. Like I just
because
need to put it
I
across
want
the
to be
board.
respectful to Derp because he got on me about this the other day. But we got full retardation 2016.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
Like everybody's gay. Like it just, dude. It pisses me off. So
No, 100%. I agree. I 100%. I'm with you.
like we shouldn't lower our standards just because we've got garbage films. Like the peak Trinity trilogy has been Lord of the Rings. So
Yeah.
that's the standard that we need to be going off of.
Yeah,
We don't
sure.
diminish it just because we haven't had something as good as Lord of the Rings. Like, no, standard needs to stay high and
Yeah.
keep going.
Yep.
It's the only way we're gonna get good films. And with DC films specifically, I've always felt that DC was more heroic than Marvel. I always
Okay.
thought they had more rules of like we don't kill. That's not what a hero does. It's very established. Like
Yeah, I get that
You know.
because for me it was always like the characters were held on a higher pedestal. Like
Yeah.
it was like in the Marvel universe, people
It's
can
very real. It's
strive.
very
They can
real.
strive and very relatable, right? Like if you want to work out and be strong, you can put on a Captain America shirt and people will be like, "Yo, bro, you're Spider-Man, or you're this, or you're that." But like if you put on a Batman shirt and tell people you're Batman, there'll be motherfuckers that'll be like,
Like
"Nah,
what the
bro, not even
freak,
close,
dude?
bro. You're broke, bro. You're broke. Like you can't even do that." And then you're
Yeah.
like, "Nah, man, I got money." And they're like, "Nah, but you don't know how to fight. Like you don't know martial arts." Like someone will talk your shit down if you say you're Batman or
Yeah.
Superman. But if you say you're Spider-Man, people will be like, "Nah, bro, I see it. No, bro, you got pimples and shit. You're good to go." Do you like, you know what I mean? Like they'll
It's the slogan like the gods among us. That's DC. The world
DC,
outside your
100%.
window. That's Marvel.
Yeah.
The world out literally like, and I don't want gay stuff in my comics, dude. I
or,
don't.
or
I
like
don't.
even if they do it, it's got to be written in class. Like it
No,
can't be
like-
like just
like-
shoved in
like
there.
Drax's daughter.
Mhm.
Yeah, like
Mm.
that made sense.
Yeah, Moondragon or whatever her name is, Moon
yeah.
something, right?
Yeah, yeah, something like that. Like it made sense because they established it that way.
Yeah.
Like so you were saying before, not to jump from DC and Marvel, but just
Yeah.
comics in general.
Yeah.
Like
Iceman.
yeah. No, I was
Sorry.
talking about the racist bullcrap of like not having Falcon as his own character. and
Yeah,
whatnot.
straight.
Like the only issue with that is there were other comics coming out
Mhm.
that were a black lead. Like, we had Dr. Voodoo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Who wasn't even a primary character. He's more of a
Yeah, yeah.
support character,
Well,
right?
let's face it, Wolverine was never a primary character.
100%.
Iron Man was a C-list character, wasn't even B-list. Like people, like I knew about Iron Man, but I knew nobody who was a huge fan of Iron Man comics.
Yeah. Everybody just knew he was an alcoholic and no one gave a shit about his rogue gallery.
Yeah.
I mean, Iron
Like,
Man's rogue gallery kind of sucks if you think about it. No
I
one
think
talks about that.
Like it does suck, but I think he has like really like I've always loved the Mandarin. I've always thought that was sick.
Yeah. Like like
Yeah.
the Mandarin is kind of like this Saturday morning cartoon villain. Like he's just cool to have because he's like, I'll foil your plans or whatever the fuck.
Well,
Right?
yeah, not like there was a lot of it was like comic books had that trend of like not serious, it's comic-y,
Mhm.
That's why we have that like Christopher Reeve talked about it when he got the role of
Mhm.
Superman. People were like, that's embarrassing. Don't
Mm.
do that. Like the comic books did have this like kid like
Ostracized look. Yeah.
Yeah, but like for instance, Defenders have I think it's objective. It's always Defenders have always been better than the Avengers.
Okay.
Like the team build, you got the Hulk, you got Doctor Strange.
Mhm.
Like I've always hated like I love the Ultimate Alliance video games because they weren't called the Avengers. It was just the Ultimate Alliance.
Alliance. Yeah.
I've always hated when there's a team, an established team, and they just keep adding to that team. Like, oh, you're just an Avenger now. Like, and Marvel's known for teams. Spider-Man was with the Fantastic Five.
The web Avengers, what is it? The Web Warriors? Web Warriors.
Yeah. The X-Men, there was teams already
Mhm.
established. So I've always felt like, and sorry, like I'm trying to jump back. There's so many things in my mind. Like Wanda should be dead. The way they've written Wanda, she's an idiot.
Yeah, she's trash. Kang too,
She's
man.
trash.
Kang's trash
Dude,
too.
Hawkeye or Punisher we could have gotten a 2-minute film. Sniper, take Wanda
Boom,
out.
done
That's
out,
it.
yeah.
Boom, done. And like all the lines, it's so ridiculous. Like she's a psychopath. And in the comics, even the animated series, like she is unhinged.
Yep.
She is crazy.
And I love that, and I love that about her character. Like it's so
Yeah.
cool. Like I always thought that was a good writing point, that like this person can be told by someone else, oh man, that would happen if pigs fly. And then she thinks about pigs flying, and then pigs are really flying because she cannot discern her magic from reality.
Yeah, and having Magneto as your dad, dude.
Yeah, dude, having this
Like
fucking
that's
weird
gonna go
imperialistic-
crazy. Like,
Yeah, Dick
like-
fucking Tater, like just fucking wild man of just action.
yeah. Like
It's cool.
like, I liked what they did with the X-Men First Class run of movies where Quicksilver's a good guy. Like he's just kind of lost in the world, you know.
Yeah, he kind of
and
fucked
he's-
off and did his own thing, right?
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
it was like, you know what? Like, I don't want all that heat. Like, I literally saved all you X-Men out of your mansion after being blown up, and you know, I got to meet my dad. He ain't never gonna know me. And that's
Yeah,
it.
he didn't want to conform to being
Yeah.
part of like a team. He just
Yeah,
wanted to do his own shit, right?
Yeah, and like that
Yeah.
could be. And here's the thing with DC, it was very well known that anti-villains or villains have a hero arc and kind of became heroes later on. You know, like there was like a repentant kind of recovery process.
Mm-hmm.
And in Marvel, it was just very cut and dry. Like you're either a villain or
you're
a
a hero.
hero.
Yeah.
And I thought like Quicksilver, what they could have done is use Quicksilver as a template. Is like, dude, like some villains are lost, but we also still need a villain. Because the problem is all villains now are misunderstood.
Yeah, they're just
And-
dudes that we relate to because we had a bad day at work or some shit.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah, we all have
Um,
bad days at work.
yeah.
What makes you a villain is me not acting on murdering my coworker.
Yeah.
You
The
know, like-
virtuous part. The virtuous
Yeah,
part.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, you don't understand him. It's like, bitch,
Yeah.
like this guy killed somebody.
Like,
That's a
can you
bad guy.
can you imagine? Can you imagine living in a world where, like, back in the day, Thanos wipes out half the universe for some puss, right?
Yeah,
Like, he did it for Lady Death. There's no other.
yeah, and
there's no-
she got pissed.
and
she was
she
jealous.
was still like, whatever, bro. Like, you're fucking lame or whatever. You got
she
no
got
riz or
jealous.
whatever.
She was
Right?
like, you did a better job than me. Which,
Yeah,
you
and
know,
then she still chose a
like-
reason to fucking make him feel like shit, right?
yeah.
and
Well,
now
like,
it's
obvious,
like-
men do a better job than women, right?
Now the same concept comes, but they write it as but I'm doing it to save humanity because it's overpopulated and there needs to be food. And now like 80% of the audience is like, well, he's not wrong. Like, oh,
no,
and
but-
dude, what are we doing, bro?
But it's also stupid because it's like this. They didn't think of the future of what they could do with it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like comics are not supposed to die. Like we never want to see our comic book.
I think that's the
characters
biggest
grow
problem,
old, you
though.
know?
It's because
Yeah.
that's what doesn't make legacy characters. The same Captain America we have now is the same one our grandparents watched and read about. Like, there's no aging. So how do you bring in a future generation of characters that we know are there because the writers will create a Marvel 2099,
Yeah.
but we never get to Marvel 2092. Like, we never get close to that because all of the same, it all happens in a span of a week. I'll never forget that we saw the Infinity War story, and then Endgame, and then right after Doctor Strange coming in and fucking the world up, and then after it was like the Thunderbolts, and it's like every week.
Well, you
There's
forgot
a life-
Spider-Man.
And then the
with
Eternals
Mysterio,
with like
yeah.
the giant Celestials yanking fuckers out of parks. Like what does
Yeah.
humanity do when all of this shit happens like every week? Like, just kill yourself, dude. Like
yeah.
you can't go have a normal job. Like,
Yeah.
you know, yeah, fuck it. How do you go buy bread? And then this fucking century guy
Dude,
shows up and
it
starts wiping
just
everybody
turns
out.
into Fallout. It's
Yeah,
just
dude,
Fallout.
it's just the worst. Like, just fucking bury yourself in a
Nuke it
hole.
all,
Like,
man. Like,
just don't go outside no more, dude. Like, just DoorDash all week and stay inside. Like, there's no
DoorDash.
way to
Who
live
you
life in a-
DoorDashing to the freaking
There's no way to
murderer
live
across the
life.
street?
There's no way to live life in a world like that when you cannot have like regular days of living, and then an
Yeah.
unfortunate event happen several months from now or maybe a year from now or something. fucking Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, then Saturday, then Sunday, like just world altering events every
No,
5 seconds.
And they could have done things like, oh, Hydra had the right idea, so now Hydra's taking over the world.
Yeah.
Like these villains had the right idea, and like people's integrity and morality is skewed because of this event. And you can see like infighting, like everything's a civil war. Like there is no more America if you're gonna do a big event like that. But here's the thing: I loved Infinity War as a like the way it was
Like a
written,
story,
I thought it was pretty good, but
Yeah.
the motivation was stupid. There was a little too many jokes. Here's the thing: if you could cut the resources in half, you can also double the resources.
Yeah, he could do anything.
Like, and these are comics. These are not like. Here's one thing I've always talked about that they should have done in comics and in the movies. If Thanos is gonna go this route, instead of conforming to Lady Death, instead of like his concern for the universe, what if he doubles the resources, but in turn he doesn't do it right? He combines 2 universes together, so there's 2 Earths and there's 2 planets of everything, but now they can't coexist, so they're melting in. Like in the comic book Crisis of Infinite Earths, Barry Allen dies, but Wally West, it's a great plot line. Wally West absorbs all his memories, right? That's so complicated to write, but they did it well because he has to live with a trauma that's not his, but it feels 100% real to him.
Yeah, it feels real to him.
Like he sees his mom, but he also feels the death of a mother.
Yep.
Like and it would be a genius way to bring in like, oh, the X-Men didn't exist in the MCU we knew. This X-Men, this Spider-Man, this Fantastic Four is from this planet, and right now they're fighting villains that the MCU doesn't know about, and now it's combining, and it's a way to explain why the X-Men were not in Endgame, why the Fantastic Four was not in Endgame, because that's now they dug themselves a hole
Super
so
deep
far
into a
down
hole
that they like their current characters don't make sense.
Yep.
And it's all based off ideology. They didn't look at legacy characters. They didn't care about it. Like Robert Downey Jr. was their desperate plea of bringing fans back because he's not a good cast for Doctor Doom.
Not at all.
He isn't.
I hate it.
Like, and I was like, fine, Robert Downey Jr. is a good actor, but then I got pissed. He did a post on Instagram. He was reading a comic book, and it showed Doom on the cover, and he's like, "Oh, I'm doing homework for my character." Dude, I freaking rioted. I'm like, that comic book, anybody who's read that comic book, Doom is only on the cover as an art.
As an
He's
art piece.
not in the comic book at all.
At all.
And
100%.
it's like, LeBron James like opening a book and he's always on the first page. I'm like, this fool doesn't read.
It's really crazy
Like-
because like mentioning all the concepts of like the Robert Downey Jr. and being Doom and all this stuff. Like I hated the fact that they recasted Robert Downey Jr. as a Doom character, and it made me even more angry on how many people were like, "Oh yeah, let me justify it because there is a comic book that Doom takes his body and I'm like, bro, what does that matter? Because Doom's not even established. Like, why? Who is Doom?
Yeah, and Doom
to need
is
the body?
a bigger character than all the villains.
Than
that
all
we've
of
had
these
so far.
characters. Like
All
he
of them.
is like a really great villain character in the Marvel landscape. Like across the Marvel landscape, the guy's like probably top 5, top 3 villains across comic book history. Way better than
Like
Kang.
he's always
Way better than
debated to be number 1. He's
Yeah.
always been debated to be number 1. Like I tried to explain this to a friend of mine who doesn't read comics. I'm
Mhm.
like, I'm gonna tell you something that you probably
They won't
don't
comprehend.
believe. Thanos is like not even top 10
Yeah.
of villains in the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
And then they made Galactus like nothing. Like great look, great but that was not Galactus, man.
Mhm.
He is a deep threat. Like even like let's go back to the Ultimate
a
Alliance
joke.
video game. Yeah. The end of Ultimate Alliance, Doom is defeated, but there's a cutscene of Galactus like preparing himself to go eat Earth.
Yeah.
And that was way more threatening,
Then this whole fucking movie involved. Yeah. Yeah, like
And, like,
I
this-
was the Fantastic Four movie was a fucking joke to me, dude. Like
it
even
was
them
ridiculous.
trying to add him in, it felt like it felt shoehorned in like the Captain Marvel movie. Like for them to shoehorn her in because they needed her to be important in Infinity War and Endgame, right? So
Yeah.
like they were like, "Oh, well, we're gonna do Secret Wars," which is like one of the biggest I guess like Crisis Infinite like stories in the Marvel universe.
But you have to
we
establish
need
things. There's like they already screwed that up with
Owen Reese, man.
no
There is
the
no fucking Molecule Man.
no Molecule Man. They
No
also
Miles.
no Miles. They also screwed it up with not having what's the freaking creatures that form?
The Beyonders. You're talking about the In-Betweeners. You're talking about
No, the ones that could fake like the body or whatever, the green guys.
the Kree.
Yeah, the Kree.
Yeah.
They've already screwed that up.
Yeah.
You know, like
The
the
Kree and
TVA,
the,
even in the comics, nobody cared about the
The
TVA.
Scrolls. Yeah, the
Yeah,
Kree and the
that's
Scrolls.
that's the scrolls. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, the Kree and the
Skrulls.
Scrolls.
And
The whole empire
nobody-
of the Scrolls got fucked up because of that other
Dude,
movie.
dude, yeah, and like going like I want to talk about the TVA real quick. I don't
Yell
mean
it,
to-
bro. Like I like that you're able to just like let it all out. I'm
Dude,
here
like,
for this, dude. This is what I'm here
yeah.
for. This is what my body's ready. Give it to me.
Yeah, so the TVA obviously has been it's the dumbest and gayest concept
Dumb.
that's
I
ever
hate it.
existed. Like even if you go back to the Loki show, it should never have happened.
Nope. I
Not
thought the
only
Loki show
did-
was okay, but it was not good.
No, it wasn't good at all. What are you talking about?
I
Man?
thought it was cool because it
Don't-
was
don't
like,
be-
hey,
don't
we're
be
getting
nice
Tom
right here.
Hiddleston
We're-
still. Because I fucking hated the fact they just killed his ass off in the other movie. But like,
like
we still got
okay,
Tom Hiddleston, which he's a
But then-
great
but then
fucking
again-
Loki, right?
Loki. They did a different Loki. Loki's not supposed to become good again. I like what they did,
Yeah.
but he's not supposed to have that redemption arc.
Yeah,
You know,
that was
if
supposed
you're
to be
going
that
off
one
source
Loki.
material, yeah.
Yeah.
Which I was okay with. I was like, all right, like the way the MCU did, like obviously the MCU has done some things that did better in the comics, like Vulture. You know, Vulture, like they gave him a good backstory. He uses technology. In the comics, they didn't know science at all. The North and
Yeah,
South
nothing.
Pole thing, and that's how he got his powers. And because of his cancer, like
It was
it was
lame.
insane, dude.
Yeah, it was
Like,
like,
who is believing this?
yeah.
It's like somebody got high and like try to write like Vulture.
Sony. Yeah, Sony.
Yeah, Sony. So
Sony.
yeah.
Craven story. Jesus Christ.
So the TVA, okay. First of all, it was a time sensitivity cop. Who in their right mind is gonna send like the fattest police officer to take care of, I don't know, a 1,500-year-old god who almost destroyed a planet, let alone is working for the guy who they know is trying to destroy the universe? That's insane. And Loki, he would be super alert. He's not gonna. He just got his butt kicked by the Avengers. This is 2012 Loki. You think he's gonna stick around
Prime Loki,
to
yeah.
listen to some human who's beneath him? And he's already got his butt kicked by other humans, so he's gonna be on high alert. It's like, I don't know who you are, but I'm out of here. Boom! I got the Tesseract. I got what I needed, and I need to go report to my boss because there's some things that are coming, and I'm out of here. So we're not messing with this no more. I need to do more. Like, he needs to do some recon.
Yep.
Like this is a guy with 1,500 years of experience of not only understanding war, peacetime, but being conniving, like being in the shadows.
Yep.
Trying to
Living in
stop-
an omnipresent world that he
Yeah.
not only sees the past, present, and future, and he still gets surprised by stupid shit.
Yeah, and it's dude, like I've always been pissed off that Thor is always looking for himself. Like he needs to find himself. Like, dude, if you haven't figured life out after 1,500 years, it's time to put a double barrel in the back of your throat.
Yeah,
and
dude,
let
just
it rip.
stop.
Like this,
But
this
it's not.
is done,
It's just.
you know?
It's again. It's just the way that they write these characters. Like a lot of people. It's the same problem they have with like the Ironheart series, right?
Yeah,
You're having a bunch of ignorant ass folk write for a genius character, and it's the same thing that they did with that weird.
no, and they belittle the legacy character.
the legacy of the characters
Like
themselves.
she has
What
that
was the
line.
what was
sorry,
the
go ahead.
alien show that came out recently? What was it?
Romulus?
No, the television series that everyone was talking about. Alien Earth.
Yeah.
They had a genius character. His name, I forgot his name, but it's like this young guy who's like a super hyper genius. And the only thing genius about him and that he did was anytime that he had a meeting with someone of a superior business nature, he would sit crisscross on a table, and that's what made him a genius. Other than that, he made a bunch of dumbass decisions. So like Riri Williams, she's supposed to be a genius, but she's doing a bunch of dumbass shit. And the only thing that she does that's smart is she has an Iron Man suit. So we just have to assume she's smart.
No, and we don't even have to assume that she stole the technology. And here's what pissed me off the most. And there was a great meme that somebody put together using only Marvel stuff,
Yeah.
where she's like, "You think Tony Stark could have built the Iron Man suit if he wasn't a billionaire?" And then it cuts to Obadiah Stane. He's like, "Tony Stark built this in a cave. It was a
yeah.
box of scraps."
Everything was a fucking meme that she talked
What
about.
the
It was so
freak are you
ridiculous, dude.
talking about? And here's the other thing. It's here's something that nobody really talks about. Disney doesn't believe black people can have an original character. They are the true racist.
100%.
That's why they give sloppy seconds to the diverse group.
Yeah.
You know, like
I agree. I 100% agree.
like I've read comics in Portuguese and English and Spanish, right? Like I'm from Brazil originally,
Awesome.
and I'm here in the US. We didn't care about that crap, and we called it out. In Brazil. Here it's like nobody like talks about it. It's almost taboo. But back in the day, like my dad's not a comic book fan. He knows Namor is the first Marvel character. He knows Superman's supposed to have the S in the trunks. You know what I mean? Like he knows this stuff because it was part of culture. It was beyond just
comic
nerdy
book.
kid reading a comic book.
It's
It
embedded
was
in our cultural DNA.
yeah, like it like comics is American culture. When people say like Americans don't have culture, that it's comic books. It's providing hope through a medium that's nonlinear storytelling.
Yeah,
That
100%.
it's getting you out of reality, understanding that there is beauty. Like to quote Samwise Gamgee, there is good in this world, and it's worth fighting for.
100%.
That's American culture, right?
You know,
there.
and speaking
That's
about
comics.
it, I'm a big Blue Marvel fan. Like,
Oh yeah,
I think he's one of the greatest black characters in Marvel history. Adam Brashear. And I thought they should have brought him in during the Wanda series, who would have been the quantum physicist that helped them escape. He was like a super strong character, but then again, he just followed the Superman format. And
yeah.
Like for the current dynamic of society, I think he would be a great character for a black, like instead of like the Wonder Man series that's coming out, right? Like they take the Wonder Man series, they turn him from a white guy to a black guy. Like again, they don't need to do the semantics anymore. There are characters that can fulfill these roles that have been in comic book history.
Well, well, the thing is their focus, because their focus is trying to get diversity.
Yep.
Right. That should never be a focus.
No.
Because
it's not a driving point.
Like the point is connecting to personalities. The reason we don't connect with villains is because we don't want to be bad guys. Like nobody talks about race swapping a villain.
Yeah.
Because their personality stays the same when they're race swapped.
Yep.
It's dumb, but like for instance, if you fit the role and then we know that the story's the focus, we're usually okay with it. Like look at Michael Clark Duncan with Daredevil, Kingpin.
Yeah, Kingpin.
Like he did a phenomenal job.
He did a great job.
You know, like that iteration, like, and he's intimidating. He's freaking massive.
He's massive just on his own, bro. Like,
dude, like, freaking loved it, and it was like nobody really talked. Like Hollywood was so focused on the race thing, and we were just like, look, the movie was bad, but we still loved him as Kingpin, even though that's not comically accurate.
Yep.
You know, the focus on diversity is a problem because you know they're not putting storytelling first.
Yeah. They're only doing it to meet a quota or fucking fill out an agenda or something.
I watched a podcast with this actor, and he was an Asian actor, and he's like, the problem is they cast Asians to fill a role, and the role is just we need an Asian guy.
Yeah.
But there's no backstory. Like, why is this guy Korean? How is he being Korean affect the story? What kind of personality traits, what kind of culture does he have that will allow him to get to this point instead of this point? We're just like, no, Asian guy, prop in.
Yeah, boom, put him in.
Like we see it with like Resident Evil 5. That what do they do? There was too many black zombies in Africa, so they threw Asian zombies in there. Like, what the freak are we doing, man? How far are you swinging so people are not offended? Like,
people are not offended, right?
That offended is a personal thing, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Being offended, that's on you. That's your problem. Nobody else's but you.
But isn't that like the purpose though, right? Like you want to make, when you create something, a purpose for people to talk about. If you do like a wow factor, it works, right? That's like the Captain America Hail Hydra, right? Like right before that, I ask people all the time, I'm like, hey, look, when people say that and they're like, I thought it was a pretty cool storyline. at the time.
Mm.
And the reason why is because I tell people, well, what were they doing with Captain America before that? And no one can answer the question because it was fucking boring. It was vanilla. It was the normal shit that Captain America was just always doing. It
Yeah.
wasn't until that they changed the norm and gave him his ultimate like defiance of the character that it made national news. Like they
well-
took a chance. They took a chance on the character.
I totally like taking a chance, but it still gotta
Mhm.
make sense, right?
Yeah,
the,
of course.
The problem is they're always resting on their laurels. Like I remember, I forgot who was talking about it. It was one of the original creators of transferring Captain to Hydra. He said
Yeah.
the original concept was he stands for America,
100%.
and then he realizes that America has lost his way.
Mhm.
So the flag represents what we know to be the American way.
Mhm.
And if America is no longer that way, he's still Captain America.
Yeah,
And
but
he
he's
needs to
pushing
save
for the
America.
fundamental thing in the belief system.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
all that stuff, right?
It's like if you're like I've always thought like announcing a political party is always super stupid and gay.
Yeah.
But if you're for one side or the other, let's say you're a Republican and then you have the foresight to be like Republicans have these principles, but now Republicans are Democrats and Democrats are Republican.
Yeah, they switch
because
those moral statures, right?
the morals are switched. Then you, if you are intelligent, you would switch not just because of the principles, not because the names are different and you've always hated the name.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
You're
Like,
going to
you
switch
should have a
because
set of
you have a
principles.
belief system in your own that you're
Yeah.
willing to. Yeah, you have to move on your own fruition.
Yeah, and the thing why race has never mattered, and I think I've noticed that English speaking countries are really focused on race. English, like overall, the UK,
Mhm.
the like Australia, but the only one that isn't really that focused is Singapore, and those who have second like English as a second language, like New Zealand and islands and stuff like that. And I think it's contributed to low education
Mhm.
and believing that you are the center of the universe. Like if you talk to British people, a lot of them believe they're the center of the universe, but they talk about America because American politics are so enticing. They talk about the movies because there's so many more Hollywood stars, but some of the best stars are British,
Mhm.
you know? So there's that dynamic. And then speaking English, you're just going to connect more with that. So eventually all the cultures are going to have similarities, right? But you come from a country like mine, Brazil, where, dude, I have cousins that are Japanese. I have cousins that are Filipino. Both my grandfathers are, we say Bugri, which is like of indigenous part of people, but also have African descent. Like
Mhm.
we have 33% more slaves than the United States ever did, but we never focus on that. Like it's crazy how much the US focuses on that stuff. And we realize, like, there was a Star Trek episode where they went back to the time of Abraham Lincoln,
Mhm.
and he used like, I don't know YouTube's terms of services and stuff because I don't look the part, but they used not the full N word, but the Negro word,
Yes, yes.
and then Lincoln, Abraham Lincoln, like, oh, I'm so sorry, like that's probably offensive in your time, and then I forgot who said it, but one of the characters said it. No, we've advanced so much that words no longer hurt us.
Oh,
And this
okay.
was an old episode, like in the 80s or
Yep.
70s, I think. And now we have Discovery that's like pronouns and all this BS. I'm like, we literally had an episode where words don't matter and you can't be offended by words. And now you're making a whole series on how to be offended by words.
How to be offended by words and stuff like
and
that.
and
Gang,
so
gang.
like yeah and so like the whole race thing in comics, why is Blade so famous?
Mhm.
Why is Dr. Voodoo so famous among comic book fans?
Yep.
Like there are fans that are, or not fans, there are diversity, but they never started off that way. It's
Mhm.
because somebody had the idea and that was the first character that popped in their head.
Well, like even John Stewart from Green Lantern, like he's a super popular black character.
He's my
super
favorite Green Lantern.
Yeah.
I thought Guy Gardner, like he got like he's the original, solid storyline. Hal Jordan was very vanilla.
Yeah.
Like they eventually
He
made
was
him the
safe.
gay one.
Yeah. Yeah, he was
and,
safe.
Yeah, and it was just like, all right, Hal Jordan's cool and all, but all right, Guy Gardner, he's like the tough dude that's kind of like rebellious. He like skews the line, but he's not tough. It's so it was always a weird comic. But Jon Stewart was
Mhm.
very much like, this is a guy who is like military like. He
Yep.
is also very not
Very,
stoic, but
I would say
he
stoic. That was literally the
he's
word I was gonna
so
say. Yeah,
yeah, he's stoic, but he like shows so much empathy, especially
and
towards
compassion. Yeah, he's
children
very compassionate.
and like yeah, he's super compassionate. So like it's because I'm thinking Batman, I'm like that's stoic, and then
Yeah.
the comparison is always when you're talking about DC, it's like it's hard for me to use
Well,
certain
even
words
like
and
even
imagine.
with
Yeah.
John's right, the Martian Manhunter. He as
Mhm.
a character when he shapeshifts into being a human, he always chooses like an African American character to kind of like shapeshifts into.
Mhm.
Like even though he comes from a culture that like he doesn't want to be ostracized or found out upon or whatever, he chooses the black character to come to, which is I think a very strong stance on how he feels that like that culture is the more empathetic culture in the
Yeah,
DC.
yeah.
It's interesting. It's super interesting. I always thought that was really, really interesting.
Well, like one of the reasons being so, for instance, like in my country, like somebody
Mhm.
was talking about the N word in the chat that I'm
Right?
seeing.
Yeah, yeah. Black magic and shit. He's doing crazy stuff.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna point something out. That's a you problem. Like
Right.
if
Yeah.
you get mad if somebody of the different color, like think about it this way. If I'm like, hey, because of the color of your skin, you can't say certain words. That sounds pretty racist, right?
I mean, yeah. I guess like in America, it sounds racist, but not. I mean, I understand your culture
No,
because it's like in Brazil and all that stuff, right? Like it was like a port of entry of like people doing a lot of like trading and stuff. And then not
oh
only
yeah.
that, you had a lot of connection to like the Angola of Africa, which is a lot like
Hmm.
it's super embedded in the Brazilian culture now. So like
Yeah, yeah.
the
Like
black
samba
culture
and
is like,
everything.
yeah, man, like
Yeah.
it's super embedded. So like,
Yeah.
and that's like Islander, like South American Islander in inter like weaving between like the African
Yeah,
culture, like
we are
like
considered Polynesian.
yeah, yeah.
Like my mom is from the island. So like
Mhm.
for instance, to illustrate my point, it matters how you say something. Like think about like I'm not gonna call just any random person the N word.
Yeah, of
You know,
course. Yeah, yeah.
like you even if you're black, you shouldn't call any random person the N word.
Yeah.
People are gonna get
Upset
some people are
or
gonna get upset because they relate that word to something.
mhm.
But in Brazil, for instance, it's how you say something, not what you say. Like in Brazil, we actually use the N word. We don't say black because the word black is preto. It's very harsh. It's like so when you call somebody black, it's you're trying to get yourself killed. Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you're trying to hurt them.
Yeah.
So we also use the N word.
See, that's
Like
different because like in America, that's like what
well, like
everybody
look at
uses.
like Spanish negro,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So in Portuguese we use the
The
same word,
same,
and
yeah, the same word.
we're one of the 7 languages directed from Latin. Like if you the N word like in English with the hard R, that was um just to put in document because in Latin that's the word for black,
Mhm.
and it's because of lack of education when the British went back to England
Mhm.
and they saw that these slaves were on the document as that, they started saying that because the original um offensive word was boy because a
Boy.
man is not a human. Man has rights. So if I call
Mhm.
you a boy, you don't have rights. You're my slave.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that's
yeah.
why boy, calling somebody a boy was the way to diminish that person as less than somebody who had
Who's
rights,
an
less than
adult? You're
human.
like a child. You're
Yeah.
immature.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you're below the like the cognitive range of like making decisions for yourself and vice versa and stuff like that.
Yeah. So like the the dichotomy of that is just education. Like
Yeah.
if a word hurts your feelings, but like if you're not a good friend if you tell them like, hey, because you're using that word, I let my other friends use this
Use
word. And
that word.
not
Yeah.
even the N word, but whatever word you want to pick.
Mhm.
I let my other friends use this word and because they're of the right look and color, that sounds pretty freaking terrible.
Yeah, that's pretty
But
bad.
you can't say that, even though I know your intention is coming from a place of warmth, a place of,
Yeah, a course of
of
understanding or
caring and
trying to like
understanding.
acceptance or whatnot.
Yeah. And that translates when you have a mindset that you're not seeing color as in like a race way. Like you
Mhm.
could see it, obviously, but as a writer, when that's not entering your mind, the story will come first. And
Well,
obviously you're gonna have a better life regardless, because you're going to develop like, hey, what kind of struggle, if I'm gonna write a black kid in, the high rises of Manhattan, he's not gonna face these certain things, so he's gonna act a certain way. If I write a black kid in the South Side and ghetto of Chicago, he's gonna act a certain way, and he's gonna has a certain vocabulary, So it's
well,
actually the
it's even
story's
in the
gonna come
concept of
first,
like the life movements of people of different culture, right?
Mhm.
Like if like the way a Hispanic child is not going to be raised the same as like an Anglo child, right? Like
yeah.
the life is going to be completely different. So later on, when they're making choices, and the reason why they make choices, even in like the superhero stuff, it's
Mhm.
very different. That's why I've always been like, oh yeah, to me, like it's happened to me before. Black magic, like people have, they don't call me Brown Chris though, but yeah, I've been called Brown before. But uh, digressing, we're not getting too much into the conversation of like race and all
Yeah,
that stuff.
yeah. We'll keep it more
We're only
comic
trying
book. Yeah.
to get into the concept of it for like storytelling and writing, right?
Yeah.
Um, like you take I don't know, like we're talking about like the Wonder Man situation that's going on right now, right? The character of Wonder Man was primarily a white guy, and now it's going to be the guy who played Black Manta from Aquaman.
Yeah.
It's that actor. But like to take the concept, so you would take that character that was the original Wonder Man. I can't even remember the guy's name, right? But
Mhm.
everything that he experienced in life growing up as a child, it's not going to be the same as an African American man growing up in the United States. It's not going to be the same.
Like it's not to ignore the fact of race, but it's to realize that if you wrote a story a certain way, and if you truly believe in storytelling, and this guy was originally white or originally black,
Mhm.
you're going to write it a certain way, and you're going to
Yeah,
care
of
about
course.
that,
I think
right?
that's important, man.
Yeah, it's super important. It's not, especially being the world outside your window, it's not going to delve deep into that. But
Mhm.
like for instance, in Teen Titans, there's an episode where Starfire,
Mhm.
we've become so explicit that we forgot that we are actually intelligent beings. I'll give a MC, or not MC, an X-Men example, and DC example.
Okay.
Starfire, she was fighting against, no, she saved this guy who like hates her race, right?
Yeah.
And she's still like, he still hates her and looks down on her race, right? And Cyborg was right there, and they didn't touch on color, on you know racism at all. They were very, very subtle in saying like, some people are never going to accept you for who you are. They're only going to see like the past and things like that and whatever,
Yeah.
right? And so it's like, we like, we're getting we're getting what we need to get from it without it being explicit, so therefore everybody can relate.
Yeah.
Everybody could take it. In X-Men X2, the scene where he comes out to his parents, Iceman, it acts very much as like a gay man back in the 90s
Yeah.
coming
Yeah.
out
Yeah. Coming out to his
to
family
his
and stuff.
family. And it makes sense because it will allow people who don't go through that struggle
To
to
see it.
understand, wow, like, how difficult would it be to have a kid that's a mutant? Because in the
Mhm.
media, what you see mutants as they're dangerous, they might be psychotic because of what we've seen in the past, right? That's what the government portrays. That's what's always portrayed in the media, yeah? And
Mhm.
so Iceman's parents, they're not bad people, but they they're thinking that Iceman is a certain way and not their kid. But
And
they're
that he could be like
reconciling with
fixed,
that.
right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
there's
but
even
they're
that part where they're like, "Oh, can we fix him or whatever the fuck?" Like, I don't remember
yeah,
that. Or can we
yeah,
take it
yeah. It
away
was
or
like
whatever?
this problem, and like Wolverine was like, problem, like it's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
problems type thing, and unfortunately, because his brother calls the cops, because his brother is scared. It's a
yeah. Of
dumb
course,
move, but he's a teenager. He's dumb. He's scared. And then what happens is, like,
the
one of the
cops
other
come
X-Men,
and all that stuff. Yeah.
well, he proves their fear.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm one of those dangerous mutants. Then lights everything on fire. They shoot Wolverine in the head, and he still gets up. Like, that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Like, that's when, like, for instance, I fight. It's not my job. I do it for fun. I do jujitsu, and
Same. Purple
people.
belt.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
so you know what it's like. So especially when a big guy comes in, and then you not manhandle them, right? Because you're gonna be courteous when it's their first day and whatnot. But when they you could see the realization of like, oh my gosh, I am completely helpless.
I'm out of my comfort
And
zone.
I outweighed this guy by 50, maybe 100 pounds.
And he's still rolling him, yeah.
Yeah, and you're still like putting him to sleep, getting him in locks, but you know, that stuff's happening. And that's the kind of fear that people are going to have when they realize that they can't control that person. Not even the people they believe, the government, the police, they can't control that person either. You know what I mean? So that was like a real fear, and that was portrayed very nicely through storytelling and acting. They didn't.
And that movie,
the-
the X-Men movie, right? Was that the second one? It was the second one, right?
The second one. And the,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
third, if I could give a third example, Return
Yeah.
of the Jedi, right? When Luke goes into Jabba's palace, or even before that, we see strippers, we see people freaking making deals, we see killers, we see a hookah, we see drugs, we see all that, but it's still a kid's film. Why? Because they're not explaining it to you. This is a slut. This is drugs. This is like, the environment says a place where villains lie. The environment tells us the story. We don't need explicit dialogue. You know what I mean? So when we're focused on storytelling, we no longer actually need to be like so in the face with it. All we need to do is care about the story and making sure that everyone can understand this, but not catering to anybody, because we connect to personalities. We don't connect to color. That's why we have friends that are all diverse.
Of course.
That's why, like, when you're look at a character, you should be inspired by that character. That's why you connect with them. You know, like, I started working out because I saw Dragon Ball Z. Do I think I relate to a cartoon? No. Like, yeah,
I'm
I
a
don't
Hulk
see
fan,
myself
man.
as
He's
the
green.
cartoon.
Yeah, it's
Huh?
like I'm a Hulk fan. He's green, dude. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like-
It's just the idea on the stories and the rising to occasions, and you know, them persevering and getting past and observing their goals. Black Magic, you know, I want to just make sure like you understand, like we're not, I don't think there's a part of us that think that we don't want black characters to be successful, or that we need them to stay in some type of like genre as they're put in right now. What I believe we're saying is, I mean, I think across the board is that they need to be respected and written, and not just given the handouts of other characters that have primarily been white characters and then shoehorned in as these characters.
Yeah.
I just said earlier, Adam Brashear is probably one of the coolest black characters in the Marvel universe, and I'm a huge fan of him. And I've been championing him to be a part of the Marvel landscape for a while. Marvel doesn't take the initiative to use a character like that, when right now in the current dynamics, I think an African American during the time of like John F. Kennedy, like the 60s, maybe Nixon, roughly around that time, saves the president from like a giant asteroid, or I forgot what it was. It was a crazy story. And then the United States military realizes he's a black man in the 60s, and he's like, yo, you need to hide. We'll pay for your life and retirement and all this stuff. But like, American society cannot see a black superhero come and save the president in the current dynamic of society right now.
Yeah.
And it's a great story, because then it turns into our timeline. Anti-Man, Antimatter Man, or the villain shows up, and he has to come back and save the Avengers, because they can't do anything against Anti-Man. Like, they can't. Adam Brashear, the Blue Marvel, the fucking G of G's, has to save the Avengers. And then he reestablished himself as this like abnormally strong like character that can knock out the Hulk and all this other stuff. And then he just chooses to be like this Reed Richards-esque character. But we got bum ass Hancock. No, Hancock was good, dude. Hancock was cool. Like, I really like that story. And again, original character.
I enjoy the film, but I think the book is better. by
The
far.
Hancock book, I didn't get to read the book,
Oh,
but
it's like the whole love story weird thing
the
that happens
dynamic,
at the
yeah.
end. That was a Will Smith decision. That wasn't part of it.
But like
Uh,
even with that, like I understand that might be like something that he
yeah.
added on, but like the Hancock character was dope as fuck.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
as an
yeah.
original character again, like as an original person of color, like he was a fucking cool character. And then for it
Yeah.
not to be like a well-established comic book or a book nonetheless, and then make it right to film and it still be like a hyper cool film, like that's Marvel is struggling with that right now.
Yeah, so that's where comics used to be. It used to be writing original characters. Like Marvel hasn't written an original character
In
in
such a long
over,
time.
I think it's been like 25 years.
Yeah.
Like their original characters are just characters that are taking a mantle of an original
Of an
character.
original character.
Yeah,
And that's
and
and
that-
I understand that business wise because that
No,
sells
but it doesn't.
comics.
It's actually never sold comics. They've
Yeah.
always sold under. Every,
Oh yeah,
like,
no. That's straight, and that's like again. I was
Yeah.
talking to a Derpy about this. Like Miles Morales became popular after the Spider-Verse series, right? The movie,
yeah.
and he's not even in the Spider-Verse comic books when it came to like the Mordoon characters and all of those guys, right?
Yeah, I've
not even
always
in
thought no, he's nowhere.
Yeah, he's
He-
like
he
he's
doesn't
not even a character
existed
in that
his
shit.
own comic, and that's
Yeah.
it.
But
like-
they've never been able to put Miles in a specific series that works.
Well, here's the
because
funny
you
thing.
still have Spider-Man.
Yeah, here's the funny thing. Marvel has always stolen from DC. We know that.
Yeah.
That not every character, but quite a bit. Like, I love Reed Richards, but Elastic Man,
Elastic Man.
come on.
Well, not only that,
Um,
Mr. Terrific, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr.
um,
Terrific is like the Fantastic Four, Reed
And
Richards.
it's like I think what they could have done is a hybrid of the Bat family to Miles Morales. Not have a bunch of different Spider-Man, but Miles Morales would be like a Robin, but that Peter Parker, maybe he self-indulged as an adult, showing around the lab of wherever he's working with, maybe Dr. Connors, whatever. I usually gravitate towards the Spectacular and Amazing Spider-Man
Yeah.
comics, and then bring him in as just like a kid on a scholarship, or like how they did in the book where he toured Oscorp and then
Oh,
got
okay,
bitten by
yeah,
one of the
yeah.
spiders. Where now, because Peter Parker was kind of like trying to show off, he even more powerful spider, because Miles Morales can go invisible. He can.
Dude,
he
he's
can't
got a
sh- yeah.
fucking whole
like-
roster of powers.
Yeah. But like it should be psychologically damaging, where there should be a handicap where Peter's actually worried about him, and then he has to kind of go in and teach him how to control his powers, and then help him become like his sidekick superhero, kind of like Robin, and
Mhm.
give him a different name that has nothing to do with Spider-Man,
Yeah.
but is like the spider. Like, I'm not saying like Arachnaman or something like that.
Like the tarantula or something. It's just
but, like,
but
his
there's nothing
own-
that catches, dude.
Yeah, but like no, his own character, not somebody who's trying to replace another character. Like there was a phase in my life where I only read Luke Cage and Iron Fist comics.
Mm.
Like those were the only comics I read, because two of my favorite
Heroes for hire, dude.
Yeah, Heroes for Hire. Two of my favorite movies was Meteor Man and Undercover Brother. And
No,
then I
that's all
saw-
right. Yeah, that kind of
Yeah.
like that correlates right there.
Yeah, and Undercover Brother, I always wanted the fro. I was like, as a kid, I'm like I cried to my mom because I couldn't grow an afro.
That's funny.
And like and the funny thing is, I had friends that could grow an afro, like, and it was super super nice, and from Brazil, right? And they were all. And here's another little tip that going a little bit to the race thing. Back 30 years ago, there was a huge divorce rate in Brazil, because everybody thought their wives were cheating. Because
Oh shit.
a white couple would have a black baby, and a black couple, or a black couple would have a white baby, and a white couple would have a black baby, and we didn't have the technology, but it's
Oh,
just
shit.
DNA that's passed down, and it was their kids.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
so
yeah.
only
But it
like
was just because of
15
like DNA and
Yeah.
the genetics and stuff, right?
Yeah, like my wife didn't believe me until like I introduced her to a friend of mine, where like everybody's black but him, he's white, and he's the one with the most features that look like his parents, but he's got a full
Oh.
fro, dude.
That's crazy. man.
Yeah, and like that's just a normal thing. And I think that's living like that is one of the reasons why race was never
A big
like
thing.
it's an issue to those who are racist. Like if you meet real racists, It's not just people who use words. They use
Yeah, they hyper
they
focus on that stuff, right?
no, they use violence, man.
Yeah.
Like when the first time I ever got stabbed was when I was a kid here in the US. And
no.
real racists, like they focus on your blood. They don't focus on just your color. They're like, you don't have the pure white or pure black or whatever. Like all races have races, you know. And if you're looking for it, you'll find it. So like in Brazil, there's a lot of Germans in Brazil that are, you know,
Well, from the
very
Argentinian
pro-Nazi,
situation,
right?
right? Like that
Yeah,
was the
yeah.
Argentinian thing for like the idea that a lot of like the Nazi German Hitler people like went off to Argentina in a
Yeah,
submarine.
and
You remember
the
that?
funny thing, I thought it was weird that like America only found that out in the 2000s. Like all of
Yeah.
Brazil, everybody's been talking about it because they were out in the open. Like I know people who have this. Nazi
Brazil's a violent
descendants.
place,
Yeah.
bro.
Well,
Black
like
magic. Yeah, Brazil is a violent place.
it depends on when you go
Yeah,
to
like
the
where
city and all
Pavila and
that.
what place you're going
But
to. But
I've always felt more in danger here because in Brazil, a violent person looks violent. Here, a businessman could be the evil guy. You know, like thugs look like thugs in Brazil. It's changing a little bit, but here, the guy in a business suit could be a thug. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So like, I've always had that paranoia of like, I don't know who to trust because the look doesn't match.
yeah. I get
So,
that.
so like in terms of like the Luke Cage and like the Luke Cage comics, I saw the cover in a local comic book shop of mine that I wish it still existed, but it got shot up. It was the Luke Cage was standing like this with his classic fro and the yellow collar up,
Yeah,
you know, with the chain and the glasses. I'm like, oh, dude, that's sick. And he had the crown. And so, and when say what you want about the show, I love that they did that throwback in the show where like he escapes the prison.
Oh
And
yeah,
then
and
he
he's
just-
wearing like the Power Man outfit,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. And
I
he
got you.
had the metal thing from the
Mhm.
experiment.
From the
Dude,
experiment.
Like I totally get trying to make it look more modern, you know, going back to the yellow shirt, him hanging around, just a t-shirt.
Mhm.
And I'm cool with that. And I'm glad like when movies or shows give the credit where it's due. It's like originally it was like this, you
Mhm.
know. Like I think, for instance, I think Black Panther was much better in the comics where he was more of like an assassin, you know. And then I did like how they introduced him with powers later on, where like he could take the form of a panther, sort of, and like have the
Yeah.
abilities.
That
I thought
was
that
like
was more
all new, all different, right? Like is when he had like the
yeah,
cool
the
like
all new, all
panther
different.
face.
Yeah.
Like, I like that.
It
That
was
mask
cut
was
out
dope as
and then
shit.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
sick. It was
Yeah, I
sick.
fucking love that suit.
Yeah, and so I do like it when it goes back and goes in. Yeah, look, Brazil is violent, but I'm talking about somebody who's lived in Brazil. Yes, it is violent, 100%. Yeah, most poor places are.
Mhm.
Like we have our favelas are different. Our ghettos, I mean, we call them favelas. They're not owned by the government. They're owned by the drug lords.
Yeah.
So
They even have to like for police officers and military, like for them to go into that area, they have to like ask permission to like
they need
the
permission.
drug dealers like to get into that area for any type of like fuckery. Like it's been pretty
Yeah.
bad, man.
There's a story people don't hear much about, but in Brazil it's very famous that if you go to Rio, I have some friends that are in Rio,
Mhm.
and
Did you know?
Arnold Schwarzenegger was there filming,
Yeah.
right? Him and the whole crew got robbed, and like at gunpoint, and then one of them recognized Arnold Schwarzenegger, like, "Are
Arnold
you the
Schwarzenegger.
Terminator?" Yeah, they asked him if he was the Terminator. He's like, "Yes." They took a picture with him and still robbed him.
And still robbed his ass. I
Yeah,
heard
yeah.
about that shit.
Yeah.
Did that happen to like Van Damme too or some shit?
I'm not sure Van Damme. Arnold Schwarzenegger is the most famous story for the drug lords or regular
Yeah.
security for the favelas doing that.
I do remember shit like that popping off like that. And again, like,
Hmm.
I mean, I used to study capoeira, so like I had a lot of like our
Oh,
instructors and
nice.
maestros. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
yeah. Some of our maestros would come through there, and they would tell us like, bro, like, oh yeah, you can come over, like we'll bring you over and do this stuff, but you gotta like stay close, dude. Like you can't be wandering out. Like it was
Yeah.
crazy, and I was like, I don't know, man, maybe it's a little too much. Like
Yeah.
I was really young at the time, so I was like I wasn't really like trying to get out there to fucking do, you know what I mean? But like
No, yeah.
even
The-
now, we still, you know, you still hear stories about it and shit. So like, yeah, Brazil's pretty hard, man.
Yeah, and like like I've loved seeing Brazilian heroes, but they were always original. Like what's that one chick that turns into like a blue fire in DC?
Blue Fire.
No, a green, like a greenish fire. I think she's also in Justice League Unlimited. Flash flirts with her.
Let me see. I'll look her up right now. DC.
Yeah. Like it's
female.
always great to see it, but as an original character, like pointing out, and the reason we're talking about
Fire.
this,
Yeah, her name is Beatriz de Costa.
yeah, Beatriz de Costa,
Yeah.
Beatriz.
Yeah, her name is
the-
Fire. Like literally just fire.
Yeah, and I don't know when was the last time you went to a comic shop, but I remember going to the comic shop when I was younger, and we never were like talking about race. And I
No,
think-
you were always just looking at the regular, like just the
Yeah.
characters themselves. The same thing. They had a female Wonder Woman Brazilian character not too long ago.
Yeah,
I
they
just saw
did.
that.
I didn't care too much for that. Didn't care
Yeah.
too much. But the reason we're talking about it now is because that's what Disney focused on, and they're controlling Marvel. And that's the whole reason I bring these arguments up, because like when do you decide you're gonna get over all this stuff and focus on the bad guys? You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
right now, if you're talking about society and even in the comics, the good are fighting amongst the good. We're just
Mhm.
fighting, like that's what I see all the time. It's people, both sides believe they're good, and they're fighting like, no, it's cool to say this, it's not cool to say that. Like,
Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
you're both on the same side.
Yeah, cultural indifferences.
Yeah, like it's fine to have indifferences because we've moved away from the word tolerance. Now it's acceptance. Everybody has to accept. No, we don't have to accept anything. I don't have to accept your lifestyle. I can tolerate it. I can still think you're a good person. We can still go get a cup of coffee and disagree.
Yeah, true that.
That's
True that.
fine. That's fine. And that's comic books brought everybody together. So like you done jujitsu, you're doing jujitsu.
Mhm.
I love jujitsu because I feel like I'm on the comic book shop again, because it's mainly nerds.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
Every type of group, and then like at the end, at least for me, at my gym, I might be switching gym soon, but at my old gym, like the talks at the end were always about movies and
Yeah,
comics.
that's what I do a
and-
lot with my students.
Yeah,
I'm always trying to stay on the up and up when it comes to like current events and things like that in all nerd like possibilities. So Black
Black-
Magic, chill, hold on.
yeah, it's not that.
It's full of
No, it's the same. If you switch the roles, there's a difference between prejudice and racist. Prejudice is an assumption based off the person's look of what their intentions are. Racism is actually hate. So, and that's like I've studied English quite a bit. So if just to answer Black Magic, if you're saying that regardless of that person's intentions, that they are racist or bad for doing or saying something, even though you're not the arbiter of truth of culture and all that, you should, it's better for you to look inside and realize that we're all individuals. Whatever you want to believe, if you want to believe in God, we're all from the same God, and we should all look at our intentions and the desire to do good. That's it, to put it very simply.
yeah.
Because like for instance, if you're offended, let's say a white guy on the street says the N-word and you're offended by it, and they're singing it to a black guy, that's their friendship, that's their relationship. You don't have to feel better about it, but you got to realize that that's accepted over there, and that's fine. You can disagree, and that's also fine.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like that it doesn't make somebody objectively bad or racist if they choose certain words that you deem bad. They're fine. You know what I mean? Like I think racist jokes are some of the funniest jokes on the planet. I think being racist is funny when it's genuinely just from the heart and joking around. That's a normal thing amongst dudes, amongst people. Like that's just it's pretty self-explanatory being friends with somebody on how you interact and just being genuine. You could tell when somebody says something racist and it's not genuine. They're trying to show off. they're trying to be whatever it is they're trying to be. But I still don't think they're bad people. I try to see everybody as a good person who may or may not make mistakes from time to time, and maybe they make such a big mistake they have to stay away. But I don't think they're bad because of that one thing. I think collective bad attitudes will make somebody bad. You know what I mean? And just because I have a problem with something doesn't mean it's actually a problem. That's how I put it. But dude, we find it, huh?
He says, "Dude,
No,
we find it offensive."
I'm talking about not just cultural jokes. I'm talking about real racist jokes. Like okay, I might be like if you can't be racist to someone to like a non-existent race. So, like for instance, in Brazil, there's no slurs for a Brazilian. You can look it up. They have one, but it's not even a real thing. Because we might be a garbage country politically and economically, but we have, I think socially, we've all come together because the struggle is so hard. And Brazil's almost full of nerds. Like almost everybody's a Dragon Ball Z fan. Like
That's every like Latin American culture.
Yeah.
Like maybe in Mexico.
Yeah, like my parents told me about Superman. I didn't go to a comic book store and like they told me lore. And all they did was watch the movies and then read about it here and then. Right? They weren't comic book fans. It brought people together. And because our culture is so diverse, we say everything, we do everything because our culture is a collection of cultures. And we're not gatekeepers or grandstand for our culture. We want everybody to come in and enjoy it.
But what I mean? But
Uh,
what I think Black Magic might be talking about is just the conceptual idea that like in our culture in the Americas, right? Like in America, like racism is a really big talking point and understanding. Other cultures may not see it as critical as we do.
Mm.
But especially right now in the current dynamic of society with us, like it's almost like it's very glass floor, very glass walls, very glass house as to like what you can get away with. So like I don't think it's anything against you, Relic. I know that you grew up in a different culture. In Brazil, it's different. The melting pot of so many diverse people from all the different cultures like that are so common.
Yeah.
That it's almost awkward to think how Americans act, like the inner cities. Like because I where I live only like 20 minutes from the Mexican border. I live really, really close. I'm in South Texas, literally like right next to Reynosa and Monterrey and all these other places. So, you know, like immigration and like drugs and the cartels and all that stuff is not, it's something that's in my everyday nature where like right now, the inner cities that are becoming more populated by individuals of like the illegal immigration and stuff like that, they're having to deal with it now. And I've kind of dealt with this like our whole life. So like, I understand. That's racist. No one jokes about killing people.
Wait, who talked about killing people?
Yeah, we're not. I don't think we're talking about that.
Yeah.
No.
I don't think we've even mentioned killing people.
Yeah. I think we haven't really got. I don't think we've talked about that yet. ICE is taking Mexicans away and locking them away. Yeah. That's absolutely correct. That's what ICE does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we're not talking about any of that stuff. I don't even know why we're bringing this up. So
no, because comic books is American culture, and Disney has been pushing these agendas, but they're also and also I'm living in Florida, so it's also a different culture here. Like Asian, white, black, they're all saying whatever they want to say, and everybody's usually cool with it, you know. And then, like from what I noticed, you go to pockets and you know things doesn't matter what you say, you might get shot.
Yeah, of course.
But for instance, when it comes to the immigration thing, like I've been deported in a different way, where we went through the process legally, and
but your
then
visas expire, right?
Huh?
Your visas expire or whatnot?
No. So at the time when we came here, I was a kid, and at the time, the immigration laws made more sense. It was right before 9/11. So if
Okay.
you got a visa, so my dad got a student visa. When you got a student visa, you got a social and a worker's permit to go along with
Yep.
it. And now, like, if you're a student visa, like, good luck living a life legally, because how are you gonna buy food and groceries? They won't allow you to work. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Yeah.
So we came here, and then when I was around 16, and we stayed here legally the entire time. But we sent my brother back because here, when you turn 18, you're no longer under the
The work
under
visa
your
status.
under your parents.
Yeah, you have to be a legal adult, and then you got to file your own stuff, right?
Yeah, and we were already 13 years in the process because we also had a lawyer. Like, we never planned to stay here, but our lawyer was like, "Hey, apply for the green card."
Yeah.
We applied, but she just took all our money and actually, funny enough, ran to Texas.
Yeah.
Like, she stole all our money and went to Texas. So we stayed in the process. We had to prove that we were doing the right thing,
And it's
pay
expensive, bro.
taxes. It's super expensive.
It's stupid expensive, bro. What you guys got to
Yeah.
go through for all that shit.
Yeah, and the immigration office was like, you have to go back to the Senate in Brazil, not here. You have to declare yourself in the Senate in Brazil. And we were already 13 years here. I already had a little sister that was born here, but she even had to go.
But she's got part of the DACA program by that moment, or no?
She was, but you're she's a minor. Yeah, it don't
doesn't
matter. You know?
correlate, yeah.
Like, and here's the thing: it's not just it's not the president that deals with this. It's Congress. If you
Yeah.
don't know how the Congress works, 416 people. That's who you got to focus if you want immigration laws to change, right? So we go, and they ask us a bunch of questions, but they just deny us. Like, you're officially deported. You're staying here. And my dad asked, like, how many people?
South Texas, baby.
Yeah. How many people have done this and
Gang,
came back
gang.
to the US? And you know what the lawyer said to us?
Ah.
She said, "I don't know, because you guys will be the first ones. No one's brave
Yeah,
enough
yeah.
to
No
do
one's
it."
ever fucking gotten it. Yeah, no. I
Yeah.
understand this, dude. And I tell my friends all the time, like, all of this shit that, like, all this stuff that people are dealing with right now with the concept of, like, the work visa, it is
Yeah.
bad, bro. It
But-
is bad to get this
But
shit.
and here's the thing, unfortunately, it was due to connections. My father, his employer, he still can work on the computer.
Mhm.
His employer knew somebody in the Senate that connected my dad, and my dad fought tooth and nail. He's like, "There's no reason. Our whole life is there. We have a house there. I have a daughter that was born here. We've never committed a crime. There's no reason to deport us."
Yeah.
And one of the things was that we
Unfortunately,
knew people that were illegal and actually did some crime.
like
And they were still there.
45 minutes west of Brownsville. I'm in McAllen.
No.
So I'm like 20 minutes from Reynosa. Yeah, over there in Brownsville, it would be like Matamoros. And if you ever want to read some shit, like, read the Mark Kilroy murder, dude. That shit's wild as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry about
No,
that.
but-
All right. Yeah. 'cause
No, you're
Brownsville-
good.
yeah,
We were
Brownsville's
able
over there where SpaceX is. Like, I don't know if you're familiar with, like, SpaceX and all that shit that
Oh, talking about
Elon
Texas?
Musk, right? Yeah, that's like right there, dude. So, like, it's not too far. It's like an hour away from me. So
But just to end that story, we came back, but we had 2 weeks to come back. And ever since I got my green card, we never traveled because of how scared we were.
yeah,
I
dude, they're gonna
only-
fucking because it's dicey,
Yeah.
bro.
I only traveled after I got my citizenship, which
You
took
can't even
8
go anywhere past
yeah.
like a checkpoint, dude, because
No.
it's the
Like,
worst, bro.
When I got married, we couldn't travel to Korea because my wife's Korean.
Okay.
We couldn't travel because one of the lawyers told us, even though she's in the student visa, as soon as you get married outside the country, because we wanted to have 2 weddings.
Yeah.
Not that we had the money, because we didn't, but it was like an idea,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It was a thought. It was a
It was
thought.
a thought.
Not a good
Like,
thought
dude,
because fucking
dude,
money, but
I
damn.
was freaking like, I had a $400 apartment that had no bed, and I bought a like $20 couch.
Simple
and
living,
I-
baby.
Yeah, and it was great.
Yeah, simple living. man.
but the lawyer was like, she was giving us free advice, like, "Hey, look, the thing is, they'll cancel the visa." And we had a friend that was in Korea, and the husband had to stay in the States while they worked it out, and it took like 2 to 3 years, and they were already married. And I only had the green card, so I couldn't pass any status to her.
Yeah.
And I got my citizenship. It took 18 years total to apply and get my citizenship. It's a lot. And now my wife officially became a citizen this past year. And it was like awesome. It has made life easier.
Nice.
But the that's one of the things that I like. I love how they delved into comics because I think they got it right with the Old Man Logan story.
Okay.
How immigration works. You know, when there's the place that's separated by Magneto's and Doom, like the United States is split
And
that
the Red
way.
Skull and all that stuff.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I remember.
And so
I
like
remember.
there was like certain ways and certain
Like
laws.
colonies and stuff like that.
Yeah,
right? Like
yeah.
different towns and cities. Yeah, yeah. It's very Fallout, dude.
Yeah, it's also why I hated the Logan movie.
Yeah, because it
'Cause
didn't
I'm
even
like-
fucking touch base. They put him in my city, bro. He was practically in McAllen.
Yeah, I was like, there's no Hawkeye. Hawkeye ain't
Oh
blind.
man, dude,
Like,
there was
you
so many
can't
cool stories. The Hulk story, like
dude, that was insane.
that was nuts. But
And
there was so many things that they missed out on, man.
I do understand it for the movie perspective because they would have to explain so much of why Bruce Banner's evil,
Mhm.
a beloved character amongst normies,
They
right?
didn't even have the rights to use him. I think.
They did.
Did
That's
they
why
really?
So back when it was all part of Universal and Paramount. So
Okay.
when they were creating X-Men, they were planning a combination universe like the
Crossover, right?
MCU. Yeah, crossovers. That's why like there's a blooper reel of somebody in the Sam Raimi
Spider-Man,
Spider-Man
yeah.
suit coming out, you know, and like, oh,
Yeah, that was the
wrong one.
Cyclops guy, right? No,
Yeah.
it was like the Wolverine guy or whatever. Like one of them was wearing it, and he jumps in that one scene when they're like in the museum or some shit.
Yeah, it was like Storm,
That was cool. That was
Cyclops.
cool.
Yeah, yeah. And so there was like the reason why Hulk never went to Disney is because it didn't perform the number that was predicted at the box office, so they kept the rights. So the
Yeah.
reason why the MCU was successful is because they also were it was do or die. Like if you make this Iron Man movie and you don't do well,
Boom.
we get it.
fuck outta here,
It's
yeah, yeah.
ours.
Yeah.
So this is the stipulation. All these movies have to be successful. And Hulk was the only one. And I thought that was funny because I do think part of it was the timing. The story is not perfect, but I think it was like the best iteration of Hulk we've ever had, other than the
Edward
Avengers.
Norton.
Yeah.
Edward Norton. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, like I don't like as soon as like Hulk threw a tantrum in Thor Ragnarok, I'm like, nope. Not.
Yeah, that was kind of shit, and that's because, I'll ask you this in a bit, but like my favorite comic book series through and through is Planet Hulk and World War Hulk.
Same.
I think genuinely that was like the best time of Marvel writing.
Like I loved it when Hulk comes back and he's like just ruining, like just killing everybody.
I remember I was talking
Because-
about I want to get a sleeve on my leg, and I want to do the entire like timeline of Planet Hulk to World War Hulk. And
Yeah.
like right where like my kneecap to thigh is, like I want the panel of "I didn't come to hear you whisper, I came to hear you scream" when he attacks
Yeah.
Black Bolt. Like I tell people like that panel is why you read comics. Like that is why comic books are created. That was probably one of the coolest fucking panels ever in comic book history to me. Like
Yeah.
yeah, that I'm like, yeah.
But-
Like, okay, so, but what's yours though? Like DC, Marvel, like, what's your like comic arc that you're like for one of my guys, Trigger, he uses, he loves Secret Wars, like the new one,
That really the new one?
the new one. Yeah, he likes the new one, and I mean it's
Okay.
cool. Like it's all right. Like
I think it has good elements. I just think they stick to an idea for too long,
yeah,
and then you get really bored real quick. Like this goes contradictory. It's because I'm a very objective person in terms of writing. I
Okay.
think one of the greatest comic book series is the Kingdom Come series.
okay, okay, DC, yeah, that's
DC,
that's not a lie. Magnus
Yeah.
is a cool villain. Shazam and Superman at the end. You know, the Spectre with that old guy trying
Yeah.
to figure out. That's some fucking GS writing, and the art,
Yeah.
Alex Ross, dude. Like,
Dude,
that whole
yeah.
series is beautiful, dude.
The only thing I don't like is that Wonder Woman kills.
Well, but that's like across the board. That was her and Max Lord,
Yeah.
right? Like
Yeah,
that's
Max
what
Lord.
starts the whole like. I'm for stupid ass reasons, like dumb ass reasons. I'm a huge fan of Superboy Prime. Like the
Really?
stupidest fucking reasons. I'm a huge. I think Superboy Prime is a
Superboy
fucking
Prime, dude.
menace, dude. He is a fucking menace, and I tell people all the time, like if I understand when people are like, "Oh, Superman's my favorite, Batman's my favorite, Wonder Woman's my favorite, fucking Green Lantern's my favorite." If a guy comes up to you and says Superman Prime is his favorite, like, run away, bro. Like that guy's a
Yeah, that
psychopath.
guy.
Like,
Yeah.
that guy's an asshole. Like Superboy Prime is a fucking asshole in the comic books. Like they don't
Like-
even know what to do with him. He's so fucking strong. They don't know what to do with him.
Like, here's the thing. The reason why I didn't like it is because coming from the storyline it was based off of, I think she already grew as a person to that point.
Yeah.
Like I did like that. Like I love the Batman Beyond spin-off, but to me it's just a spin-off. It should not be canon
Okay.
because I don't. If I go to the series, right? I hated when Bruce Wayne didn't accept the Lazarus Pit all the way through. Because just knowing who Bruce Wayne is, he would have gone back to Batman to save Gotham, especially in the state of Gotham.
True.
You know?
Yeah, sure.
Like,
yeah. This is the way it was.
Yeah, I didn't like that they made Bruce Wayne fail. Like he didn't succeed. Gotham is
And then he kind of
just
turns
as
into like this villainous great character.
yeah,
In the Kingdom Come series, he kind of turns like bad against,
yeah. He goes full Dark Knight.
Yeah.
You know, which I think if you've ever anybody who's read the Dark Knight, I don't believe Zack Snyder has ever read the Dark Knight comics.
No, fuck no.
Based off
Zack
of the
Snyder
things
does
he
not
says,
read
I'm like,
much.
you're a moron. That's not what the Dark Knight comics were about.
Bro, for anybody that's out there that agreed that Zack Snyder's like future of Batman banging Lois Lane, having a bastard child with her, and Superman, that's what made him evil and joined Darkseid, and then later kills Batman to have to raise the
Dude,
bastard
yeah.
child. I was like, fuck out of here, bro. Like Zack Snyder, like fucking leave me alone.
Dude,
Don't touch
yeah.
DC anymore. Like no one, you don't fuck with Lois and Clark. Like you just don't. Like you don't do that.
No.
Especially with like Batman having Lois cheat on having him cheat with Batman with Bruce.
Yeah. She
against
cheats.
Clark.
Like I'll give it this. Screw Amy Adams as Lois. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I think she was the worst.
she was
one of the
corny. Yeah,
worst
she was corny.
choices. I don't think she was even corny. I just thought they made her too like it was too convenient how she discovered Superman, and it's a stupid film. Like he literally says at night it's below 40 degrees, you'll freeze to death in like 3 minutes, and then she just goes in her regular freaking
regular
jacket,
fucking clothes. Yeah,
and
regular clothes.
Superman. It makes sense that he's able to get there because he's freaking Superman.
Yeah.
So you're telling me like she didn't die after like 2 minutes? Like it's so far away, and it's a climb. You're looking at a few hours to get just where you saw Superman.
Yep.
Let alone inside the cave. You're dead. You're dead.
Yeah.
But in terms of Marvel, I would say Daredevil's
the Hell's Kitchen, the Devil of Hell Kitchen, or
what's the writer's name? Mark Miller?
yeah, Frank Miller.
Yeah. Frank Miller.
Yeah.
I was thinking of Mark Millar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Frank Miller. Frank Miller's Daredevil run, I think it is phenomenal. I've
sure.
always loved Daredevil because it's everything Bruce Wayne kind of wish he could be.
Yep.
Where like, yeah, he's not rich, but he's a hero in the day and he's a hero at night. If he can't get people with the law, he's gonna get people through vigilantism.
Yeah, he's gonna beat the fuck out of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just gonna
giving
beat
them
the
a
fucking
chance.
snot out of him, dude.
Yeah. And I'd say this: the best thing Marvel ever did wasn't even the MCU; it was the Daredevil show.
I didn't even. But did you like the new one? I didn't like the new one.
No,
dude.
it was bullcrap.
Yeah, that was so fucking. That was a hard.
Have you
watch,
seen the
dude.
old one?
The original ones that were on Netflix?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were solid, dude. They were gritty. They were very noir. Like,
No, and they tied in the MCU.
yeah, even though they tried so hard to be like for a
They try-
long time,
they try
that
to be
were trying to deny
conspicuous,
that the
yeah.
Netflix series was a part of it. I thought that was so
Yeah.
stupid, dude. That
Yeah,
Kevin
but
Feige
the guys, so the guys that wrote the Netflix stuff, wrote the Netflix stuff, was the guys that Marvel rejected.
Yep.
They're like, we don't want you writing movies, and they're like, well, can we at least write this stuff? Yeah, nobody cares about those guys.
Yeah.
Even
no,
though it's
no,
like,
no,
yeah, and then they're like,
And then it
Well, now
fucking
you get-
slapped, dude.
yeah, dude, they're so good.
And the
I was-
action was great. It was fantastic. Better than what Marvel puts out. Like it
Yeah,
was
dude.
so good, dude.
And one of the most perfect introductories of Punisher. This is one of those other things where it's like, yeah, sometimes they do a better job than the comics. Like the first introduction of Punisher was in Spider-Man.
Yeah.
You know, like it wasn't his own comic.
That's
And
like
it
with
was
the
supposed
cover
to be
with him with a sniper rifle, right?
yeah, and it was supposed to be a one-off comic,
Yeah.
like a one-off like
And then it
tease.
worked.
And then there were people like, who the freak is this?
Yeah.
And like how comics are so important. Like in the military, I have a friend that he's a Marine. He didn't know that the Punisher was an actual
Was a
comic.
Marine. Yeah.
He's like, dude, where'd you get that shirt? Because I have a. Have you ever looked at Super X Apparel on
No, let me check him
YouTube
out real
or
quick.
Super X Apparel, dude? So they do gi like no gi rash guards, but they
Okay.
have official licenses from
Oh man, what the heck? That
from
looks
Marvel
nice.
and Star Wars, dude. They're so nice. It's so nice, and they have the material so that it doesn't ride up when you roll.
Yeah.
It's
Nice, dude.
it's like the best rash guards I've worn. And the Spider-Man one's freaking awesome. The one that Anderson Silva's wearing.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Punisher one's sick. The Punisher ones are awesome.
These
Yeah,
guys, right?
Super X Apparel. Yeah. So they do it based off character. They also have Power Rangers. They have Transformers.
Oh, you're talking about? Look at that one, dude.
No.
Oh,
So
that's
these
nice.
are the new ones. I have the old one. Go to Marvel or go to characters. You could go to characters.
Oh, look at that Wolverine,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
That looks solid, man.
Try going to the character section instead of the.
Okay.
Or no, you could scroll down if you want. It's fine.
shop character, the Punisher.
Yeah. So
Oh,
that's
damn,
the
dude.
rash guard, the short sleeve. Yeah, that one right there.
This
So
one,
good,
that's
man.
solid,
Yeah.
man.
And I have the shorts. I have both long sleeve and no. What do I got?
These-
Oh, I have that shirt and those shorts right there. The two in the
That's
middle and the
badass,
upper.
dude.
Yeah, it's such a nice material.
That looks
And-
fucking dope.
And the shorts have reflective gear, so you can run at night. Like it's.
Oh,
so,
cool,
like,
man.
It
Cool.
reflects off. It's nice. Like they're expensive, but dude, totally freaking worth it. Totally worth it.
Yeah, that Wolverine sweater looks super nice, dude. Deadpool,
Yeah.
Spider-Man. These one-ups look nice. Damn. So what happened or what? So what do you say? Those shorts are dope, dude.
Where was I in the story?
Yeah, your friend saw the.
Oh no, he
picture.
saw it and then he's like, I thought only like the military
Oh, that's one.
knew like does these skulls. I'm like, dude, do you not know that this is a comic? Like a really famous comic?
Oh, that's badass.
Like, and it's like very adult like. It was all because one Marine, I think it was a Marine or a Navy SEAL, was reading this comic and then shared it with his crew. And then like everybody that was like deployed in this one area started reading it and they all loved it and
I
actually
liked it.
started spray painting it on the tanks and their gear. And then when he found out about that, dude, he would try to roll with me just so he could talk about that new comic that he read on the
That he
app
read,
of the
right?
Punisher. Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
like, that's what's up. And that's the other thing. Like, I miss like, I don't know if you remember back in the day, Games of Thrones, like towards after season 7 or 8, the main chick, she was writing comics.
Yeah.
And she was she like did a menstruation.
Yeah, she was talking about
comic.
what was it called? It was called it was the one about the lady with the she was dealing with like her period, but she had superpowers. Like,
yeah, it was freaking
it was
insane.
a little weird, but like
No, it sucked. That's ridiculous.
that's badass. The Winter Soldier one.
Yeah, the Winter
The
Soldier.
one sleeve.
Sick.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Guys, Super
Dude.
X, check them out, dude.
Yeah, like trust me, it's a rabbit hole. You're gonna like want to save up and buy everything because it's also it's make to like when you pay for it, they make it.
Yeah, but I remember it
Yeah.
being where it was like blood, or I forgot the name of the series, but like I do remember.
Yeah. So she also like said like, oh, I never felt comfortable in like a comic. I was always excluded. I'm like, then you never actually went to a comic book shop because the things nerds love doing is sharing what they love.
Yeah, of course.
They'll be shy because a girl's there or whatever. But if you were like, hey, can you tell me about this comic? Dude, you're gonna get
They're
an
gonna know,
earful
yeah.
for like 5 hours. Like there's always like anybody who's not been in a comic book store, I always explain there's the lore master, the guy who like that's his life. He's going
Yeah.
to tell you everything about everything. There's the guy who has no idea what he's talking about, but believes that he is knows
Pretty
everything.
good. That believes he knows his shit.
Yeah, and then there's the guy who makes you feel like an idiot because his knowledge is so far above yours
Yeah, it's like
You think
freaking
you're a
crazy.
Spider-Man fan, and then this guy can literally quote the page and the number
and tell you the artist and the writer and the
Yeah.
penciler. And I'm not like that, dude. I can't do that. I know a lot of knowledge and stuff, but not that much, man.
No,
I'm-
I'm like that with music as well. Like with comics, where I don't know why Frank Miller's name solidified, but and I think Tom King solidified in my head because I hate him because he was like the first guy to like draw Bruce Wayne's penis on a full page on a
the
comic.
Dark Knight comic, right? The fucking dumb one.
Dude, yeah. Well, like
I don't know
the
why that was
whole-
even important, dude.
Well, like he was always a crap writer, and that's why I don't have faith in James Gunn, is because he consults with Tom King exclusively for
Oh,
Batman,
what a fucking idiot, dude.
and it's like this guy's a moron.
Yeah,
What do you mean? Like he did? Remember when they did the whole wedding invitations for
yeah,
the Batman Catwoman wedding, which I always thought was stupid.
yeah,
I never believed that they should ever get together. Maybe bone, but not get together.
yeah. I think for it to be where like Batman as Bruce Wayne like totally changed his entire like mythos because he fell in love with this chick who's like a thief, and through like
Yeah.
she never changes. Like she never like he finds the idea of marrying her, like the idea of him like, well, maybe I can retire soon. Like maybe I can find happiness. And this chick's like, well, I'm still a thief. Like,
and he
even
did-
though I'm marrying
he-
this dude, like I'm still gonna steal shit. So she's
He
still like
doesn't even do it
100%.
out of love. He's like I'm depressed. And
Yeah, I just
therefore
need
I wanna
happiness.
marry-
Like, yeah, he just wants to live a normal existence. But this chick is still like, well, I'm gonna marry him, but like I'm not gonna change. I'm still a thief. Like I can love you all day, but like that's not gonna make me change.
And it's like
Or
you're
just
marrying a
go cold
billionaire.
turkey.
Like obviously this is an addiction.
Oh yeah, he loses everything at that time and place, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he's like a fucking broke dude too. So it's just all Riz.
No, and it's like
What a
it-
fucking
it was-
weird time in comic
it was
books.
one of those things where it's so annoying that people think they could do like it's all right to be creative. I want people to be creative. I want to see
Yeah.
new things.
Change
But
the
I don't
norm.
want the characters changed. You know what I mean? Like Christopher Nolan's Batman, it's very different than every comic. But
Yeah.
I think Batman Begins is a perfect start to any Batman film.
Yeah.
Like
I think his
and
run was spectacular.
yeah, I hated Dark Knight Rises. I thought it was really stupid.
It was corny.
Yeah.
It was corny, but
I love things about it, but like for instance, in Dark Knight, that's when he should have introduced the Batwing.
in that one, they
the-
introduced the Batwing in the last one, right?
Yeah, they should have introduced it because when there was that plane that
Mhm.
flew over Hong Kong to
That
capture
should have
Mao-
been at least
Mao-
some type of like introduction for it, right?
Yeah, because there's no way that
That the
There's no
military's
way-
not gonna know Batman's
yeah,
doing some
like
shit.
that airspace, like
Yeah.
and then like who rented this
Who's initiated this? They're
airplane
like
out? Yeah.
Batman. No, there's no Batman.
Yeah,
Oh,
like,
Bruce
like
Wayne
everybody would
Industries.
know it's Bruce Wayne. Like why?
Yeah,
why is
Bruce
supporting
Wayne
Batman?
Industries.
Yeah, it's also one of the reasons I don't like Matt Reeves' Batman is because why are the cops not arresting Batman? They first fear him, and then in a matter of seconds, they're talking crap on him, and nobody's arresting him. Like,
Well, I
th-
don't
those-
like Matt Reeves as Batman because he's stupid.
Yeah,
Like the first initiated idea is they give Batman a photo taken of the politician and the girl who's missing, and he goes to investigate, but he never goes to that room, which would have been the first thing he did, where the vantage point of the photographer was, which would have been like that would have been the Riddler's apartment right at the beginning of the film, but he never does that. And then every riddle is not solved by Batman, it's solved by Alfred. And then the only other time that someone else solves it is the Penguin, who tells him what El Rata is. And then
Yeah.
Commissioner Gordon and him are looking at each other like, oh man, him means the bat. Like, oh man. And then they just leave the Joker there, or not the Joker, the Penguin, after he just like murdered 17 people on the expressway.
yeah, and
He
like
didn't arrest him.
he was a moron. He knocks on the front door where he knows that there's murderers.
Yeah. He's
Like
just-
Batman would have snuck in. Like there's literally a scene in the Dark Knight of Batman sneaking into a club and beating all the goons till he gets to the head boss.
Yeah, the Matt Reeves Batman is a hard sell, dude. Like it's got some cool shit, but like it's a
No,
hard
there's
sell for
some
me,
cool stuff, but it's so stupid. Like he literally watches a bomb blow up in his face.
in his fucking face, and then he's not even like, it blows up in his fucking face, and he's not
doing-
even scathed. He's just unconscious from it. I was like, what the fuck is this?
No,
dude?
and he gives the villains the benefit of the doubt. He does more detective work, and as soon as he finds out that Alfred may or may not have lied, he just like F you, Alfred. Screw you. I'm out of here.
Yeah. It's Alfred's the one doing all the work. Like
Yeah,
he's
and-
the only one doing the work.
And this is year 2 Batman, which Robin's supposed to be introduced in year 2.
Yeah.
And I think I talked to Derpy about this.
Yeah.
Um,
The kid at the
He-
beginning with the half face paint is probably gonna be Robin.
uh,
Yeah. I know. I'm not excited about it either at all, dude.
yeah, like let's get the second movie out and then that's it. Let's kill that universe. We're done.
Yeah.
But like Matt Reeves, or Robert Pattinson's Batman, when he doesn't, what was my point? I was thinking about when he doesn't do any detective work for Alfred.
Yeah. He doesn't do anything.
He doesn't do anything.
Yeah, he doesn't do
Like-
anything. Alfred literally solves
so,
everything.
So this was my point. Me and Derpy were talking about like the year that he's in, where like it's ridiculous that in year 2 he's depleted all the resources. His company's going under.
Yep.
And he doesn't realize that he needs to put on a facade.
Yeah, and be
And it's like,
be Bruce
to-
Wayne again.
To be
Make
no, but
money,
to
yeah.
be a better Batman. To literally infiltrate, like you're gonna realize that there's organized crime, and you're literally going after organized crime. So therefore, money's being made by like bad
Oh, that'd be
deals, like scummy deals are being made by these guys that are dealing with honest people and corrupting the honest people.
Corrupting honest people.
So so therefore, he would have followed the money, aka be a businessman, maybe be the playboy, but use that to also find the criminal
to
underbelly.
funnel the money and make
Yeah.
the resources and keep yourself
and-
going. Keep
and he
your,
would've-
keep your
He would have figured that out in a month.
yeah. It's kind of a
He's like,
it's
oh,
kind
I
of a
can't
hard
just
sell.
be Batman. And Alfred would have not allowed him just to be Batman. Let's be honest. He would have been like, literally, like this is one of the scenes that I think got a lot of backlash in The Dark Knight Rises. But I believe that he was correct. And he's like, I can't abide you destroying yourself. And then Alfred abandons Batman.
True
Like
that,
he-
100%. Yeah,
like,
I'm not a
because-
big I'm
because
not a
he-
big
yeah.
sell on the Matt Reeves Batman right now, and I hope that I really hope that they're not going to go through with the Robert Pattinson Batman as the new DCU. I really hope they don't.
Yeah, but I don't think they will. I don't think James Gunn is when he said that Batman has been overdone and it's not like all his stories have been told. I was like, oh, this guy is a moron.
Yeah. He doesn't even know.
Like
Yeah,
if
he
you
don't
look
even
at
know.
it, all the major unsuccessful films of DC were people that were brought in from Marvel over to DC.
Over to DC.
Superman Returns was the Bryan Singer, writers of the X-Men, coming in to do DC. Failed. James Gunn failed. Zack
Failed
Snyder, and like Josh Whedon's Justice League failed. Zack Snyder, even though it was crap, like you have to look at it back in the day, he was the best choice. As crappy as it was, like he did The Watchmen, he did 300. His
Yeah, he
track
did
record-
good. I mean, he's a good
was good,
cinematographer and
yeah.
director, but writer, he sucks.
No, like cinematographer, I think he indulges too much. I think he's like Ryan Johnson. I gotta be objective. Ryan Johnson, terrible for Star Wars, right? He created The Last Jedi, but he also created some of the best episodes of Breaking Bad.
And
But the
Looper.
thing-
No. What was the other one? The one with Bruce Willis. What was that movie? Jumper? No, Looper.
No, Looper.
Yeah, and that was a good fucking movie,
Yeah,
man.
but the thing is, he had like a co-director, like a partner. He had people ringing him in, and I always give the example of George
Benefit of that.
Lucas. You know, in Return of the Jedi, he had bad ideas for Return of the Jedi.
Oh yeah.
He wanted Luke to don the helmet and stuff, and people fought him. He's like, no, you have a good thing going. You're gonna screw this all up.
Yeah.
And then he kind of got his act together for the prequels, where he had a storyline, but his execution was terrible, and he was surrounded by yes men.
Yep.
No, but like if you look behind the scenes, it pisses you off even more because you're like, oh shoot, this isn't entirely his fault. He literally put out an idea, and everybody was like freaking sucking him sideways. You're so great.
George,
You're
yeah,
amazing,
George, yeah.
Like this is great. This is a lot of ideas we have to find.
He never
out."
had any pushback.
Yeah, they're like, hey, maybe you should have a main character for episode 1. How's that?
Yeah.
You know, maybe you shouldn't put this dialogue about sand and stuff with Anakin.
Yeah,
You
no
know, like-
shit, right? Or have the 15-year-old Padme fall in love with the 7-year-old Anakin either, right?
Like, well, that wasn't. I don't think that was like actually prevalent.
Well,
'Cause
I mean, that
think
was weird as fuck, though.
I didn't think she was in love. Like when I watch it, like I watch it with my kids today. I honestly don't see that.
There's just
Like-
like a weird side eye she gives him, like at the end of the thing. You're kind of like, whoa, chill, chick. Like,
Oh,
kick back, kick back. That
to
kid doesn't
me,
got that much riz. Hold on, man. Why are
to
you
me,
looking at
I
that?
thought she was just looking at him like, hey, look. Like,
Yeah, because he's a little
we're-
shit, right? He's still got his little attitude, and he's, I mean, I get it, but like,
No,
it's
I
because
think she gave him
it's because
that
we know the
eyes, yeah.
Titanic's supposed to sink. Like, we know what's
Yeah.
supposed to happen. So you're looking at this, and you're like, yo, chill out, Padme. Like, take that shit back. So that's
Well,
the only
like,
reason
in
why.
number
like,
2, where like
I don't
she-
think it was. I think it was innocent at the beginning. So
yeah, like number 2, she even points out like she's not into him.
yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah. Because he's a
and-
kid or whatever.
And like if you look at number 2, like they had a good start with Anakin, and it's only when like right after he's in the chambers with her, like like she's packing, that's where it kind of like
Yeah, he
de-escalates.
kind of opens
Be-
up and he starts
Yeah.
to like talk normal and kind of like
well, like
open
we
up about his
see the
relations and stuff.
dynamic between him and Obi-Wan in the elevator, and he's like
Yep.
all nervous, and it's like, oh, okay, cool, we're getting a young Anakin. And then he's a little impulsive, he questions a lot,
Mhm.
and we're like, shoot, like this is different from, like he's really grown up.
Yeah,
and
he's
then-
got a lot more emotion than a lot of
Yeah.
the other people in the series. Like he's just
Yeah.
like, and
Well,
I
then
guess
he's
that's the part because I don't understand like where I never really. But we can talk about this later because it's Star Wars, and I can have a whole. I love. Star
Oh
Wars.
yeah.
We got to, dude. I got to bring you back on the show. Like you seem like such a cool cat. You know your shit.
Oh,
dude.
thanks, brother. Yeah,
Um,
I was like, there was like so much I need to say because I know that like you're probably in the stream.
Yeah. We're like at 3 hours and 30 minutes, dude.
Oh,
we're,
dude, you
we're,
should see-
we're killing, bro. We're killing. But
Yeah.
it's cool. Like again, like
Yeah.
I like to bring on people that have a good understanding, and it seems like you have a really good understanding, and you have a good setup too, man. So like you're not even messing around with all your gear here, bro. Like,
So so can I tell a quick story?
sure, yeah, hell yeah.
Maybe has when like again I'm Brazilian, so like I go on for tangents and
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
very open. So I used to have a Lego store, right?
Nice.
And in 2025 was like I had a lot of blessings. I had my 3rd kid.
Congratulations.
And the like other good things, but 2025 kicked my butt. I made it this so in the Lego store, this is like a Star Wars.
Yeah, I
panel,
saw that,
and-
man. I see the Death
Yeah.
Star. I see the Lego Spider-Man behind you. I see some shit. I see.
Yeah,
you.
I built this.
I
This
see
is
you.
this
I
is
see you, bro. I see you
this
glowing.
is life size,
see it.
man.
I see you glowing. I
Yeah,
see
yeah,
that.
Yeah,
It's cool, man. You're on the glow up. I like that.
It's life size. So I had the Lego store, and we designed it around Star Wars. So we had a Death Star entrance that we never got to finish it, but it was awesome.
That's awesome.
know,
Yeah.
So like, there's no light. There's just these lights when you walk in. So and it's like coming into the Death Star pretty much.
Yeah.
But it was all black to make it darker instead of gray. And unfortunately, I made a deal because we had like 2 hurricanes. I don't know if you heard about it. Like
Yeah. Well, I was in Clearwater.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I was in Clearwater a couple of last year, like towards the April time, and when I was landing, they were dealing with some shit already. So
Yeah. So I was in the Tampa area, and it affected us quite a bit.
yeah,
And for 2 months, we didn't make any money, but we were still making money. You know what I mean?
floating right. Yeah,
But I had to use pretty much all the emergency fund and all the marketing money to pay the employees to fix everything, and it was solid.
stay afloat.
And I was a franchise, so the corporate the owners, they pretty much just like didn't let me bring on an investor. I had somebody that was interested, and like all I needed was money for marketing because I didn't want to rely on the possibility of nothing bad happening. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I have to get going soon, man. I gotta get sorry.
Okay,
Sorry.
sorry. So, long story short, I made a deal with them so I could buy it 6 months later. So they buy it from me now, and then they put money in marketing. And we had a YouTube channel, The Last Relic, and it was just me and a friend of mine talking about this stuff. So sometimes we went on for 10 hours, right? Like we did long streams.
Just like
But-
fuck, that's a long ass stream. 10
Right,
hours is crazy.
Yeah, and like I only do it at night because I got kids and I'm doing everything.
True that.
But the reason why this stuff is here, like I'm in my garage and it's hot as hell in here. The
Mhm.
reason why this stuff is here is because they screwed me over. They took all my money, never put it
Yeah.
in escrow. They put me in like $500,000 in debt, and
Oof.
I eventually made a deal with the landlord to get out of that debt. And he was super accommodating because I was always an honest person with him,
Mhm.
and they only had problems. But it's like I've been taking YouTube more seriously
All right.
because I work obviously, but it's one of those things where like I have to find outlets, and the store was like an outlet like this. Like I could talk to people about comics and everything.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I'd be happy to come back. I'm sorry, like I didn't mean to like take
No,
over
no,
the
no, it's
stream
all
or
good. No, no,
anything.
no, it's good. It was your first day
Yeah.
here, man. I expect to get some deep dive and lore build for the relic, man.
Yeah,
The last relic. So
it happened with me and Derp, and I apologize. I'm like, dude, I'm so sorry. Like it's like I'm not like heated. It's just like there's so many things. Like I have such life experience that deal with comics and Star Wars specifically
sweet.
that it's like I'm very passionate about it. I'm
Well, if
extremely
if you're
passionate about
down,
it.
bro,
Yeah.
I do this every Wednesday. Derp usually comes on with me. We'll jump on the Answers podcast and stuff like that. They'll kind of like collaborate with us so we can get some reach out and stuff like that. But this is what we do, bro. We talk nerd nonsense like all the time with the Doomsday movies and DC and everything. And I'm a big comic guy,
Yeah.
so if there's comic book stuff that you want to talk about and build on and talk, and I'm here for it, bro. I'm 100% here for it. But we
What
start.
time?
So for me, I'm central because I'm Texas. We start at 8 p.m. So the only time that changes is so for you, I think it's 9.
That's usually all right with me. I stream on Kick, and I do and I
Gang, gang.
also create content. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I like Black Magic. He's in here, bro. I appreciate that so much. I
Yeah,
just
by the way-
if we got you mad or anything, Black Magic, I apologize. That's not what we intended, and we
it was
appreciate
my
you
intention.
on
What are
the
you
show every
talking
week.
about?
So
What are you talking about? It was my intention.
yeah, yeah.
No, I'm playing.
But
I actually
no
did
intention, man.
enjoy.
Nah, he comes on
Yeah.
the show every week, and he's always super supportive, and I appreciate him so much. So
No, I did enjoy Black Magic's opinions. Like I
Yeah,
know
yeah.
that we don't see eye to eye, but this is the stuff I love. It's like we can disagree, but we could still be
yeah. We
courteous.
can still be cool, man. We can still
Yeah,
be cool,
and
and it's cool. I like to
Yeah.
get people's opinions and conversations and talking points. But yeah, for sure. If you're down, Relic, I have you on Instagram now. Let us hit you up with like a fucking link every week, dude. Bring you on, get you to talk. I mean, you seem like a dude that seems to know your comic book love and history, and you seem like you got some definitive ideas on this concepts, and you have a different perspective too, which is what I really, really, really appreciate. So like, yeah, man, it'd be cool if you wanted to jump on next Sunday too. Derp will probably be here. Maybe my boy Brian and D. I have two other fellows in Trigger that jump on with me and stuff like that. And we're a bunch of just nerdy dudes, bro. It's just what we do, man.
Yeah. No, like I really love this. Like, if you see my streams where I'm solo, like I actually do have a hard time sometimes because
It's
rip
hard, dude. Doing
off
solo
people, yeah.
streams is rough. Wait, when do you do your streams?
Dude, I always do them at like this time all the way till.
But are
like,
you doing
5
them
in the morning.
daily, or are you doing them like on the weekend, or are you doing them on the week?
Oh, I
or-
do them every day.
Dang, that's hard, bro. That's fucking
yeah.
hard.
Well, like the good thing is I do some gaming. So like I played Fallout for the first time, Fallout 4, and I did Master Duel tonight. And like sometimes I'll just do a 40-minute stream where I just have a thought and I'll put it out.
Yo, if I'm ever
but yeah.
available, I usually I teach mixed martial arts. I'm a kickboxing, boxing, and
Sick,
mixed martial
dude.
arts coach.
Yeah.
So like I do that Monday through Thursday. Friday I'm off, but I'll do like a Dungeons and Dragons meetup. And then solo's so hard, Magic. It's rough, dude. But Saturday I kind of have the night off, so that's like my chill out day. And then Sunday is when I do this. But like if you're popping off at night and you're kind of chilling or whatever, like send me a link if it's something that you feel like you might have a little bit of struggle. And if I got time, I can jump in after.
Like I'm gonna be honest, I'm a moron. So like I don't
dude.
even know how to do this. Like
No. Just I'll help you out, dude. That's not even a struggle.
Yeah.
I'll make sure you're caught up on everything you need. And now that I have you on Instagram, I can at least hit you up, or you just message me and let me know what you're going to be doing and where you're at. And that way I can jump on and watch. And then if I got time and I could jump on with you, I'll jump in and we can just talk nonsense, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Like I want to make like if like I don't want to not make a commitment. I do want to make a commitment if like
True.
it's cool. Right now, like I have like so many things are up in the air because I'm still looking for certain jobs and all that.
No worries. It's like I said, like next Sunday.
But I do stream, and I'd rather be like on this stream talking to you.
Yeah,
And it's great. It's great to meet you. I
appreciate
hope
you, dude.
didn't
I
come
100%.
across-
When I saw you online, I was like, yo, I got to bring this guy on. He's passionate. I got to hear him. For sure, bro. I'll hit you up next Sunday. It'd be really dope to get you on and get your perspectives on stuff. I love Star Wars. So like maybe next week, Let's do a fucking Star Wars talk, dude.
Oh, dude, you're
Dude,
like,
we can do it, bro. I'm telling you, we
bro,
can do it.
It might be a long one, brother, because like I freaking
We'll get on it for sure, bro. We'll get on it for
like
sure.
like I got this.
Yeah. No, we
You
got
know,
it, bro.
like, I'm passionate, brother.
Yeah. No, I got that shit. That's 100%. But yeah, straight.
Like that right there is a Star Wars Theory lightsaber. It used to be my like light for streams because I didn't have
Oh yeah. It'll just
like
light
this to
up
put
the
away.
background.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got
Yeah,
you.
but like after 2 hours it would go out. So
yeah.
and make like
What
a huge
up?
noise. Yeah.
Word up. Yeah, so straight up, I'll hit you up next Sunday for sure. I appreciate you a lot. Black Magic, we appreciate you in the comment section. Everyone else, Big Dip, Go Bills. We appreciate everybody, the Answers crew, all you guys. We hope you had a good time watching the game. I appreciate everybody for staying on with us. We appreciate you. Relic, I'll catch you next Sunday. I'll make sure I send you an
Thanks
invite
for having me.
early, man. I appreciate you so much. And it won't be the last time. We will get a return. The last Relic will return in Doomsday or Avengers Doomsday. Right?
Hell yeah. Hell
All right.
yeah.
Thank you guys so much. We appreciate you. To all our extraordinary listeners, we'll see you guys again here next Sunday on the Average Boys podcast. Thank you guys so much. Laters.